level 20.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to do that, didn't I?
I have updated all the stats on basically everything except for the Dark Priest. So
Characters.
You being creature?
I being all the bad guys now have the correct stats when they come to eat you.
No, you're talking about the ratlings, and they're
I'm talking
little.
about the ratlings,
They're four-legged cousins.
the rattan.
Yeah,
That
they're not
apparently
kissing cousins, are they? That'd be crazy. I can't handle this.
I don't want to get into how cuddly rats are. So
Okay. Well, in that case, can Ryan make his conversion attempts? Because that's what you've deemed them to be.
What?
You sadist.
What am I doing? I'm so
we'll wait for Ryan. We'll wait for Ryan's turn before Ryan can try to cast unauthorized magic.
Okay,
What-
but you
what
need
am
to
I
come up with
attempting
spells.
to do? Hold on. You gotta explain to me like what happened and what
Okay.
what do you mean by
That's
that?
what I'm saying.
There was
Okay.
a small conversation right before.
You shush. I'm the GM. My story.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Okay.
GM pauses and takes his drugs.
Yeah.
I wish I had something to drink actually tonight.
Okay. Now pharmacologically enhanced, the GM says,
What? Nothing to drink? Sorry, you're a Marine.
there was a killer hurricane on the way as you guys ended your 1,500-mile fly through the air on a wicker boat trip to the coast to escape the last dungeon crawl I set up for you. And so when Ghost used his psychic powers to spirit walk into orbit and do satellite recon, not only did he find the continent you guys were from, you're still on the same planet. It's about Australia. You're about where Australia is in our world.
Oh, that makes sense.
But he saw a Category 5 hurricane heading your way. It was going to hit in about 5 hours. And so you needed shelter. This is the only shelter you could find without going into the man-eating jungle. Except there was a lot of subtlety getting up to the door, and then the actual dungeon crawl was a bleep subtle, and we had a 6-foot-tall bonfire leading the way right into the guard chamber, which is this chamber right here. And all 3 guards were able to scatter and run and get help. And this is the help.
Man, do I wish I had the ability to cast Fireball at level 20.
Instead of moving, instead of moving quickly room to room and dealing with everything in the room in small easily manageable chunks, the pyrotechnics. Oh, and engaging this involved a 10-foot tall, 30-foot wide wall of fire. And if you zoom out, you're going to see that this dungeon is actually like 80% of this dungeon is one large cavern. Meaning alerting everybody was really easy. And when they scared everybody off, when they tried to come up this ramp and there were walls of flame, and so the guys were like, fine, we know where the ladder is, and that's why you guys are now pinned between 2 armies of ratlings. Now, a lot of magic has been unloaded on the southern force of ratlings coming to eat you all. The circle represents a pyroclastic cloud of soot and ash that they are blinded and choking on. The box represents yet another super subtle trademark wall of flame that is currently incinerating blinded and choking rats who couldn't see to find their way out of the fire if they wanted to. Meanwhile, up to the north, the highly intelligent rats have apparently seen Braveheart one too many times, and it's storm of poisoned arrows from them.
Thank you to Dodger for making that wall of flame ginormous.
Do we still have fire?
Nope. Pyre was one-shotted by this thing.
Yeah.
Go get me
Oh,
a
that's
cup
not.
down in the pump
Oh,
house.
that's a guy, not a character. Oh, okay.
It looks like a hobgoblin wielding a staff like a warrior monk in dark priest's robes. And Ghost hit it with the agony spell, making it flop down and writhe in pain, and then wind blasted it from here, literally like wind blasted it from here into the wall of fire to let it cook.
Pump house.
That sounds incredibly accurate for Ghost. Yeah.
That being said, your party is exhausted. You've been
I see
pulling
that.
like 15-hour days and burning all the magic and psychic power you possibly could in order to escape the man-eating apocalypse jungle of this continent.
I'd like to offer a correction to that. The magic users in the group are exhausted. Everybody else got the right amount of sleep, did minimum work, and just got to. Yeah.
Basically, Ghost and Scar have saved the party and carried them to safety for weeks.
That's a good amount of help from our warrior monk.
Yep.
Ooh, I do have 2 fate points. This is good.
So
yes, you do. Yeah. What's that?
Roll for initiative.
Oh.
This is the first 15 seconds of combat have passed.
Woohoo! I got a 17.
This is the regular D100 or D20. I mean,
not that it does any good. I'm
Ow.
stuck in a bubble.
And then the bonus off of your combat stats.
oh gosh, let me look back here.
If you have one. I don't know that you do, but you might.
I don't.
Combat stats.
Aha! 10.
1, 2,
Where would I
3,
find
4,
that
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15.
Asked for 2.
Mhm.
Just put the next one in the fridge, and then I have one more job for you, buddy.
Can't I drain
23 on
PP
initiative.
from other people?
I don't think I do.
You can get ISP from willing participants.
What about
Ooh.
Say again?
Reposting that.
Because I'm more
Brian,
worried about the.
I got a question.
Yes,
Shoot.
So in the roll from Bruce, so does anybody else see the whole something seems to be wrong with the above roll? It failed verification. Is that normal because it's 14 or what?
That was me.
No,
Yeah, rolling
you're
the
recording.
46.
I can mute you for. Give me a second. Muting Daryl so he can be a father for a moment.
Okay.
Sorry, that question is probably not even relevant. I'm just asking just for FYI. I'll go ahead and this is a regular D20, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
D20 plus initiative bonus if anything that'd be on your character sheet in the combat table.
Okay, I don't think I have anything.
Oh yeah. After the game, if he's still awake. No, he's almost 16, isn't he? So he's probably going to be awake. Yeah. How?
Dang.
Man, I remember sitting in a pew next to that kid when he was like 6. Ugh.
Anyway.
I mean, any 6-year-old, honestly. All of my nieces and
Um,
nephews, I think only one of them behaved themselves
No,
that
that
age.
wasn't an attack at Chris. That was just an I'm old. That wasn't about Christopher at all.
Yeah, you are old. I'm old
well,
too.
that too. But I mean, I have 11 nieces and nephews, and I'm pretty sure only one of them behaved themselves at that age. The rest of them
Had to
were
save
squidgy little.
my daughter's life today.
Yeah.
You knew
My
me when I was
mom-
What?
or My
14.
wife was telling my daughter how she used to play the drums and be a drum major and all this other stuff in high school. My daughter looked at her, no chill, straight face. You're too old to play drums. It'll hurt your back. Looked right out the window. I looked right out the window as a good husband should, and just didn't say nothing. But my eyebrows were all the way to the back of my head because I could not believe what had just taken place.
Wow, that's a zinger.
I was crying and dying at the same time. It was just so.
Marching band is life. Some people don't.
I know. And then I had to get
Um,
home and
It
freaking
was
piss up
fun.
because I was like, I was not laughing at you, sweetie. It was just the audacity that made me, like, I mean, you should know, Marine. You know the junior enlisted bullshit excuses they'll give. I just couldn't believe you did it. That's what was so funny.
This E2 moment was brought to you by my daughter.
Exactly. My daughter, who makes me very proud as an enlisted NCO.
Okay, Bruce. My question.
Yes.
I can drain PPE from other living things, correct?
Willing subjects or at the moment of death.
And
for
PPE,
the
not ISP, PPE.
Willing subjects
yeah.
or at the moment of death. You
Bang.
can't drain ISP.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Cool.
ISP is mind power. Something's dead,
Yeah.
mind power gone.
Well, you said ISP earlier, and I was very confused.
Oh,
So
does.
got 17 initiative for Daryl. 23 for Smallville.
10 for me.
10 for Ghost. Somebody's gonna have to roll for Badger.
13.
Oh.
Badger 13. Thank you.
Doesn't he have a
Do you have any
plus to
bonuses?
that?
I have no idea.
He has
Badger, Roseboro.
He
No. He
had
does not.
the no, he does not have 6 sets. No, never mind. No, that was that's it.
Reminder.
Oh, also Dodger.
Alexa, I did it.
Oh yeah. Dodger will actually need to think about what he's going to do because he has a lot of power still left.
I'm not quite
Wait,
sure.
Alexa,
did my
I
sixth
did it.
sense go off?
No, this was not unexpected.
Okay.
Alexa, shut up.
You
Alexa,
tell her, man.
stop.
Exactly. Get down with your bad self.
6
Yeah,
cents is only for the
6 cents. 6 cents only goes off if the danger is not something you can see coming, and
initial melee round.
Yeah, and there's bonuses for the second melee round that are slightly less, but it wears down.
We do need a roll initiative for Dodger, right?
GM rolls him a 3.
Wow. Okay.
Serves him right for having a social life. We're nerds. We don't pull that. We don't play like that.
He's actually taking a nap. He has like a
Social life.
14
Is
hour
that who I
diet
just
mode.
rolled for?
Bro had to pack and is going back to Michigan very soon. .tm.
Okay.
So
Excuses. Teenagers don't need sleep. I'm kidding. All right. I mean, I was 18 when I set my record, but that's a old story I tell too often. Moving right along. Top of the order, Sir Matthew. So everybody's kind of piled together because in order to wind blast the abomination that one hit killed an elemental into the wall of fire, that wind blast went straight down the tunnel, and so Dodger, our mind mage, covered the entire party in one huddly cuddly telekinetic bubble to ground them from Hurricane Ghost. And brief Hurricane Ghost arranged for a lot of surprise rattlings to be cooking.
And then the bubble was promptly popped by
Bubble was shattered by a volley of arrows. I have updated stats on the rattling poison on jungle poisons, so the rattling poisons will be slightly different as well. Dice check is up 2 to 16,
which means it's not deadly. Okay.
Not immediately. Yes.
Yeah. Indirectly, that's a different story.
All right.
Um,
So Sir Matthew is up. So let us hear from
wait,
Christoph what our fearless leader will do. He won initiative. He goes first.
Nat 20 doesn't get it.
Who got a nat 20?
I got a nat 20. I rolled the D20 and I put it on there.
Oh, there
Scar,
it
nat
is.
20 initiative.
Scar, nat 20 initiative.
Lies.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. We bow to the odds. And thummim time. Yes, the Lord has designated that you go first. Get down with your bad self.
Hmm.
Pull up the. I have not been here in a second. Holy cow!
Oh.
In the neighborhood.
All right. He's going to go and call up. Yeah, that's a good one. He's gonna go and bust out his last. That's 2, 4. 2, 4, 6. Is that right? I think that's.
No, Hades. No. Bad cat.
Yeah. Okay. That's my wall of flame.
Get down.
Roll your damage.
Yeah. All right. I also rolled my damage for this stuff down here, by the way.
Did you
3 for
did you double the wall of flames damage because it's been psychically fueled?
no. So previous wall of flame damage was actually doubled to 30. Cool. This one
Okay.
is the new or north wall of flame is 12 damage.
Am I level 3 now? Hey, I am.
Yes,
Look at
you're
that.
level 3.
Yeehaw.
DM goes through a whole bunch of tokens, applying damage. Okay, Sir Matthew.
Well, seeing as these guys up in the north are contained, I'm gonna charge and use my sword at the nearest over here.
As
Okay.
he cooks, the outline inside the rattling outline inside the wall of flame.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's just brutal. I heartily approve. All right, roll to strike.
+7 to strike.
Oh my
7.
God.
Nope. 19 to strike.
Oh,
13 to parry hits.
Ooh.
Great. That's
it's for a minute, Scar. Or Piffling.
Yeah.
It lasts for a
Right.
minute.
Agony lasts 4 rounds.
14 damage.
And then it takes another 4 rounds to recover with half stats. It's 14 damage. Got it. Okay. Rattlings
Oh.
at 20.
Are they moving through the wall of fire?
They're moving around the wall of fire.
Mm.
And nothing says you have to stay in the wall of fire. As a matter of fact, they're highly motivated to not stay in the wall of fire. These ratlings down here are choked and blinded and can't see their way out of anything. So that's a unique situation. The ratlings up north, yeah, okay, you cooked them and good on you, but
Are they still on fire?
I was not given a percentage to see whether they were on fire or not.
Can I roll a percentage to see if they're still on fire?
And you can't. That's a Cookman roll. That spell has a percentage, but it is very brief. So I'm going to go with they now look very naked as they're very singed, but they're not flaming.
They have a 67 or 66% chance, 60% chance.
The hair is so in the subsequent source books, hair does not count as flammable material.
Ooh, interesting. Even
So
fur.
just because something has fur doesn't mean it instantly bursts into flame, because fur will singe before it burns.
Mm.
So Sir Matthew finds himself surrounded by those massive werewolf rat things. And the rats form up to make completely unfair fire support decisions. Meaning all 7 of these ratlings for their attack are going to shoot Sir Matthew with bows from afar.
We have them in front of us, behind us, to the left, and to the right. Good. We have them surrounded.
You applied all the damage to these?
No,
ran through?
not all of them. Only the one that Sir Matthew whacked.
Oh, I'm saying the wall of flame, because if they ran all through the wall of flame, then that means they'll take them.
They ran away from most of them ran around the wall of flame.
Oh. Okay. Well.
So this group here ran around the wall of flame, and this group ran out of the wall of flame, and wall of flame damage is per minute, is per round, so they've already taken their damage.
Gotcha.
And I'll make sure that I've marked that off of everybody. So I don't have enough physical dice. Well, I do, but I'm not trying to flex. So
Attempting to run or leap through the flames causes a 46 damage per 5 feet. Okay.
Sir Matthew can begin parrying. He has a shield.
I do. I mean, only one of those gets past my armor. Or 2 of those. The nat. All right. Trying to parry nat 20. Wow. 17 for the nat 20. So that
Wouldn't
misses.
you just simultaneously? Oh, you can't actually hit him, can you?
No. They're at range.
Modified 25 would succeed.
Yeah, I got 17, so. Because I got
So
6.
No. Okay, so
No.
1 arrow.
All right. The 2, I definitely parry with a 27. 12, I parry with a 16.
No.
13.
So your targets are +4. So
Oh,
nat
yeah.
20 is nat 20 is a 24. The 2 is a 6. The 12 is a 14. 12 is a 16.
Yep, he got that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
12.
There's a 13 for the next one.
Oh, 13.
So
Yeah.
There's a 17 to parry.
Yeah. That is a 21. 18. The 18 hits with a 12 parried with a 26 and the parried with a 27.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Too bad the last
So
two couldn't help you with that one.
This is why he's in charge, guys.
Yeah.
Bro literally took his sword, missed 3 arrows, and parried 5.
He's the shield. He's hitting people with the sword.
Oh well.
No, I only missed 2, and both of them are the ones that actually hit me, and not my armor.
Yikes.
So you take 9 STC, and then you need 2 saves versus versus 16 save versus poison.
And you don't have a
I don't have a bonus.
no.
Yes, he does. He has a physical endurance bonus, doesn't he?
No, he has an 11 for PE.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay then. 2 rolls of 16.
Got a 16 on my first one.
Good for you.
11 on my second.
Bad for you. Okay. Let's see where it hit. Thank you, all those years of playing Robotech. Oh no, Snake Eyes.
Uh-oh.
Possible critical
minus,
cycle.
you are you are -1 attack.
Yeah.
You're -1 attack for the next 5 minutes.
That's better. I will take that, honestly. I'd rather have -1 attack than -1 parry.
If I'm not mistaken, every round you have to roll for a new save, don't you?
He's once you make your save. Once you make it, this is not a cumulative poison. So it is, but it's not. This is not a. This not. That's typically a lethal poison thing.
Okay.
Okay. That was these 7 rattlings. Now for these 6. Okay, I'm just gonna do random as they shoot into the pile. What's wrong? So I need the Isekai guys.
Oh, they're not shooting at me?
I don't know who they're shooting at.
Oh.
No. So the leader of the the leader of this group has organized a firing squad, and they've already shot you. I don't know who the other 6 are going to shoot.
I got 7 to not shoot other people, so I'll take that.
So I'm literally rolling d6s and incoming attacks together.
All right.
Let the Lord of Chaos rule. All right. Incoming 15 bow shot at Dodger.
Ooh.
So how will he deal with that?
Well, you said a 15, which means if you try to parry it,
-9 to parry. It's -9 to parry incoming attacks, projectile attacks.
Right, and he has an 8 for a bonus, so it'd be 16, like a natural 16 he'd have to get or higher, unless he wanted to try to use something else.
He does have a shield, but yeah. No, he doesn't. He'd have to try something else. Does he have Psi Shield now?
Yes, Psi Shield now.
He can totally summon a Psi Shield.
Yeah. I think that'd probably be his best option. What do you guys think?
Yeah, probably. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. A glowing blue shield of pure I'm stubborn and reality is my B word pops up in front, and he tries to parry incoming arrow. And he will have that shield for I think 2 minutes. And this fight is not going to last 2 minutes.
Probably.
Yo, Ryan, you should roll for him since he's your friend.
Psi Shields. Yeah, 5 minutes per level. And it costs 30 ISP. This shield can be used to parry energy blasts and projectiles, but at -3. Ooh. He actually has. Yeah.
He's got a cumulative +3 to parry incoming arrows. So that's good. Go magic mind mage. Or rather anti-magic, but moving right along.
I'll be a +5 at that. There's a +5 because he has an 8 for his shield.
Second attack. Badger. Coming in, who also has a parry arrows bonus, and coming in at a 17 to strike. So if we look at his parry arrows, I believe he's only at a -2. So he's at a cumulative +9 to parry arrows. Most monks spend way too much time practicing with their staffs.
Ryan, did you already
Okay,
drop 30
GM,
ISP
GM
from Dodger?
will roll his +9 and that'll tie.
No.
And that'll so Badger parries that arrow. Third attack. And that is gonna 6. Which means that's coming in at Dodger again.
I have now.
Dodger's got a parry at 22 this time. He has a +3. It's possible. Nope. Okay, Dodger takes 5 points of damage from the arrow and needs to make a save versus poison or use other psychic powers, like negate poison if he has it.
Roger no longer has any SDC.
Okay. Save versus poison, 16 plus.
What bonuses does he get to that?
Physical endurance.
That's it.
It'll be on his saves table.
Yeah, he doesn't have a bonus.
All right. roll 16 or better for Dodger.
Dang it!
Oh.
Close but no cigar.
Sorry, Gabe.
Face point, fade point, fade point, fade point.
He doesn't have any.
7 minutes, -1 attack per melee. All right. Fifth attack is coming in at Scar. Coming in at a 7. Sorry, a 9. 9 to strike Scar.
Okay. Oh, I have an 8. So I have to roll a 10 or better. And I rolled a 6.
3 STC and save versus poison.
I got a nat 20 for that, so.
Okay, you save versus poison.
3
Final
STC,
attack
which
coming in is that's looking like Roseboro again. Yep, another shot at Badger. And an 8. So I think it's technically only a nat 1 will make Badger fail to parry that arrow. GM rolls for Badger, and Badger gets a modified 24.
Wicked.
Yeah, so he catches the arrow and breaks it in half with his thumb and drops it. And that is the Ratling's turn. Daryl is up with 17. He can probably stop cuddling with everybody.
Just double checking something real quick. Okay. Later. No free trial. Crap. Where'd my window go? I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that guy.
All right. Sir standing in front of me, which is an offense which shall not be tolerated. Point. Fire away.
My bonus to strike with a bow is 8. Oh, Jesus. Can't math. Modified 11.
That'll hit. Yeah, modified 3 to parry, and that's 1 point above his jungle armor.
Okay, so damage. Where is my bow?
Well, you've got an improvised short bow, or made out of what you could find in the forest. So it's 1d6 as a base plus your physical strength bonus.
Do we know how many attacks the ratlings have?
You'll
that would
find
be
out.
that +6 I'm looking at in the table.
Yep. So 1d6 plus 6.
Stop rolling off the table. 10.
Okay. Inflicting 4 hit points on the ratling, that arrow actually sinks in and doesn't just glance off or scratch him.
Wow. Nice.
How close is he to dead?
You don't know. Nobody's been counting rattling hit points any more than people have been counting rattling attacks. Okay, the boys, it is a mystery to the boys. The conundrum even. And Badger is up at 13 initiative.
I would think that you'd probably try to go towards Smallville.
Yeah, Smallville's surrounded. That doesn't look good.
Either that or you go down and he'd do a death blow to the guy in agony. One of the two. What do you guys think?
That would mean going into your pyroclastic flow, your cloud of ash.
That's true.
I think he'd be carving his way towards the other guy.
That's a good point. Yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming this dude is your target?
Unless he wants to assist with the one I was already damaging.
That's what I was thinking. Actually kill them.
That's a good point.
Focus fire, so to speak.
These are the guys that were in. Did I really forget to do that? Oh, give me a second. I guess I did. The guy you shot, actually, you shot him in the lung, and he's looking pretty bad. I forgot the 12 points to the hit to give him the 12 points from the wall of fire.
I knew it. He also took an extra 1d6 coming out of there though, because when you're within 5 feet, you're supposed to take 1d6 damage now.
Oh, sure. Roll 1d6 damage.
All right. Sorry, Smallville. 4.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
So that also applies to all of these guys, right?
Yes.
Burn.
Oh yeah, that includes me too.
Yep.
Do I take 4 points of damage?
You do.
Yes.
Is that per round, for melee round, or?
I roll.
Yeah, it's not per attack, so it won't. If you're not standing next to the fire next round, you won't take any additional damage.
Okay. I have like one option to move to, so.
So you did another 4 to everybody who ran out of the fire.
Yep.
Standing outside the fire.
I'm starting to like this spell almost as much as I love Wall of Clay in my stories.
Keep that up. I'm going to choose the earth elemental.
Ooh, I like this. They should have. We should add Flies the Eagle onto the Earth Elemental list as a homebrew rule.
And that will actually be enough that the arrow has killed that ratling. Told you
Yay.
you got him in the left lung, through the heart.
Flex, Daryl, flex.
You
Does that
didn't
mean the
die alone.
Badger?
You took one of them with me. You took one of them with him.
Right. Does that mean Badger goes in and fits in a gap then?
We can do that. Sure.
So, when Daryl watches the one go down, he announces, "There's one more for my honor guard to hell."
Woot woot.
All right. A little bit of playing in character never hurts.
Absolutely.
Sounds like Daryl is convinced he's going to die, but he's not going alone.
And not without a sense of humor.
Okay. I approve.
Is it my turn?
That was Badger. Ghost is up next. Yes.
Okay. I have a question.
I have an answer.
So I'm not gonna do this possibly, but I need to ask. So if I use the spell time
Before you hold that thought though, because I need a lore magic from you.
Oh great. Okay. I made that.
Okay.
By a lot. Wow.
Gerald just killed a ratling within a 10-foot radius of Ghost.
How much? How much?
Thorpe his mental juice up.
Suck it in.
I will be doing that. But okay, the question that I have, right? So if I use the spell Time Slip, according to the description, right? Invocation momentarily suspends time, enabling the spellcaster to slip 7 seconds into the future. The mage can move forward 7 seconds while all around him are caught in the past. Magic is such that the character cannot. Okay, blah 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 blah. All around him lose 2 attacks in the melee round in which he reappears, but the mage retains all of his. So, first, if I did that now, that would instantly cause everyone to lose their attacks, correct?
Everybody who hasn't made attack would everybody who hasn't already made their attacks would lose 2. Yep.
And then everyone who has made an attack would lose
Attacks
1.
left over. Yeah, would lose 2 more. Right. So
Okay.
Smallville would be out 3 attacks.
Okay.
4, because he's used 1, he lost 1 to poison, and you just took 2 away from him.
Okay. But then the other question is, it says the mage retains all of his attacks?
So you'd have 1 more attack. You'd be
I'd
able
have
to
one
cast
more
one
attack.
more spell. Yeah.
Okay. That's not nearly as helpful as I thought it would be. Okay.
Are you insane? Wait, I'm sorry. I'm not being a good GM. I'm shutting up.
No.
Saying literally 2 for all of the Rattlings. How many attacks do the Rattlings have? Did we find out?
You don't know. Somebody
No,
would
no.
have to make
What do you guys want?
one of the warriors who has the skill would have to make a perception check and an intelligence roll.
Ooh, perception check. And an intelligence
have
roll?
the intelligence skill, because this is the kind of thing
I have it.
that's.
I'll roll it. Hold on. I mean,
So perception
can
and
roll it too.
perception and intelligence.
And intelligence.
I entirely missed my intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah, wait. There's others who have it, and I think Badger might have it too.
Yeah,
I have intelligence.
I made mine with
that's a skill.
16.
Okay.
Didn't make mine.
All right. This is perception. Okie doke.
Okay, I gained 12 PPE. Bet. I'll be.
But I would do the time slip thing. That seems ridiculously useful.
7%
I agree.
for my
However,
intelligence. Intelligence, I got. Yep.
So that means
anybody who gets it, anybody who makes intelligence on that one knows that all of your enemies, except for maybe the leaders, have only 2 attacks per round.
Oh, so maybe hold off on
So
that.
if
Wait,
no,
no,
if
never mind.
you time slip, you screw any of them out of further attacks for this round,
I
and
know.
you get to attack them.
However, the biggest problem is I only have 43 PPE right now, including the one that I just got. Right?
How much
Time
will you
slip
have if you're
costs
dead?
20. I mean, true, but also time slip costs 20, which means that I'll have. I mean, I'll guess basically if I do time slip, I have to have another spell that will like either win what we're gonna do immediately, or otherwise I'm just gonna be out of PPE.
You have to create an advantage for us of some sort at the minimum.
Which actually I might be able to do. Hold on.
DM needs a decision in 60 seconds.
Okay. Are all the ratlings the same thing? Like, is this? Hold on. Where's the ping? Sorry, I need it. Is this ratling?
There's this monster that killed an elemental in 1 hit, and then there seems to be a tribal chieftain back here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Tribal Chieftain needs a little agony, I think.
Okay. Hold on. I think I have. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. This is gonna use. Wait, hold on. Can I do that? Where's that spell? Where's the spell? Where's the spell? Where's the spell? Minute. It's still over. It's still like 30
7.
seconds.
Wait, what?
Where is it? 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 I literally saw it.
It's level 7. First one, level 7.
No, I'm not looking for time slip. I'm looking for immobilize.
Agony
There,
is the
25.
first on level 7.
I was looking for immobilize, not agony.
Oh, immobilize is very useful. I think it might be more expensive though.
It is. Can I yoink PPE off of somebody?
I'll share.
Like, yeah, perfect. I literally need like 2. That's all. Well, I'd like to have more than 2, but if I get 2 PPE, then that'll put me up to 45.
Right now, my character doesn't use any, so use what you need.
You can draw up to 70% of Daryl's ISP if he's willing. PPE if he's willing.
Okay, he's
I'm willing.
What's 70% of your PPE, Daryl?
I have 41, so feel free to math that.
41 times 0.7. That's 28. Okay,
Daryl's minus 28 PPE. Cast away. Let's get it. This has to happen. We've got to
Yep,
make our
I'm doing
moves
it.
faster than this.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You're still you're rusty.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about it. Okay. I'm going to cast Time Slip. So that's minus 20.
Okay. You cast Time Slip with the magic of Daryl's adolescence. And all of the ratlings lose any remaining attacks that they have, except for maybe the chieftain.
And then I'm going to cast Immobilize, which is it is a special saving throw. Well, it is a save versus magic.
So hold on to that thought, okay? Because everybody who's got attacks left gets their attacks now because you've had your turn.
Oh yeah.
And we'll come back to you, and you will have another attack.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So everyone is minus 2 attacks from where they were. So everybody should be keeping track. I think Sir Matthew is out, but we're gonna keep going down. It was Ghost. The Rattan are out.
I would have 1 left.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm also just gone for 7 seconds, so I'm just like I basically just poofed.
Yep. Well, but you actually freeze time for 7 seconds. They see you as poofing, but you didn't poof. You actually affected them, not yourself. So
I get what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. So you did the Matrix thing. You didn't jump forward. You did the Matrix thing, and they just don't perceive you. Yeah, this is actually a classic Star Trek episode thing, but
I can also move during this time, which I am going to do.
Yes.
I'm going. Okay, can I? Hello? Why can't I move?
Yeah.
Ghost? Oh, there. I'm gonna move. It's gonna seem. Hello? Can I click on? Why can't I click on Ghost? What?
No,
Drag your own
that's
character
yeah.
over.
Haha.
Ghost is gone. Where'd Ghost
Yep.
go?
Yes.
You have to pull in.
Replace
Let me.
him.
Oh yeah, hold on. Sorry.
There we go.
Well, I still can't click on that.
You can't click on this.
No, because
No?
I'm not gonna go.
All right. Let me delete it. You go pull your own on then. Yeah. There you
Anyway,
go.
I'm gonna go there.
That's weird. The permissions aren't
There's a
there
rattling
for
there.
anybody else to click on.
There's a rattling
Can
there.
I go past? Can I go past Badger?
Uh,
Oh, there's. Can I just like go like this
yes.
way?
No, you can't go
No.
into another character. A
Oh.
hostile
Can you
character. You don't get their
Can
territory.
you go up here?
Don't go.
With backflip, if he has a 10-foot leap and a backflip check.
I don't have a 10-foot leap. Come on.
So no.
Also, I can't be able to move there, otherwise I get singed every round.
Yep.
There is that. Yeah, you only have a 5-foot leap. So looks like you won't have line of sight here.
No, you
What you
can't
could do-
immobilize the chieftain. Oh, Cookman.
You could maybe go this direction and immobilize these wonderful things over here.
The spell doesn't actually require line of sight. It just has range of 60 feet.
Yes, it does.
Oh, never mind. Okay. I mean, I can still immobilize things within a 20-foot diameter, which is fine.
Yeah, so you would be able to freeze a bunch of people roasting inside the jumbo size wall of fire.
That especially that dark priest, that would be amazing.
Okay, hold on. Can I make an argument?
You can make an argument.
Since I freeze time for 7 seconds, right?
Yes.
That means everything around me is frozen, which means that nobody, like if I try to walk past a rattling, it's not going to try and shoot me.
Oh.
Where would you even go to get the line of sight you want?
Where I was trying to go earlier, right here.
You can't. There's somebody there.
You can't. There's somebody standing in that space.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Huh?
Unless you're going
There's
to
a rat-
wrap your leg around that rattling, you know.
There's a rattling in that square?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
These are all rattlings here.
There is no Hold on, I'm sending you an image, which is
You
going to
need to
explain
refresh
the
your
entire
page.
confusion.
Refresh your page.
Computer, stop sounding like a rocket engine. Oh, look, there's a rattling there.
We may have mentioned that once or twice.
Sorry, there was in fact no rattling there, which was in fact my confusion. Okay, I apologize. That is okay. Can I move here,
his
or is that
internet-
blocked by the brain?
I will allow that.
Okay,
You
I will move
realize
there then.
you are moving into the middle of a bunch of things that want you dead and want to eat your face.
Wait, hold on.
And you are very weak compared to people like me.
I will allow it. I'm not going to say no. I'm just saying, as long as you know what comes next.
I'm actually gonna move. Oh my god, I need it. I'm actually gonna move here because that'll still give me line of sight.
More sane.
That gives me line of sight.
On who?
Which is, I just need a line of sight on a spot. Doesn't need to be on anybody. I mean, I guess it gives
There's
me
a
line of
glittering
sight on that
cone,
guy, but
20 foot in diameter and 40
Yes.
foot tall.
Yep. So I just need line of sight to the center of the cone, which is there. Which is I'm gonna end up placing the cone up here to try and get these guys.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway,
Will not hit me.
that's where I'm moving. We can go on now.
Okay. Badger is so Ghost went. The Rattan are out, except for they're not all. Oh gosh, this is going to be awkward.
Oh yeah.
Raton, typical. A character name Altarin. All players. GM info. Oops. Nope. That's not what I wanted to copy and paste. La la la. No, not the Terminator. They haven't met the Terminator yet. Raton Tribal Warrior. We can add 10 there. And
Did you say Terminator?
That's what
You make
I'm
it-
thinking.
You make it sound like a T2 like changeling level of story there. You wouldn't do that to us, would you?
That's not relevant to the game.
Currently.
Oh, excuse me.
So we'll raise that up by 3. That's 11 and 12. Okay. Yep. All right. 70, 48. 71. 48. 20. All right. The largest, most terrifying of the were ratlings climbs through the swarm of his people as rats do. Shouting, no, I'll drink your blood, mage abominations in Goblin. And he's gonna start on, and he actually comes up on his two paws, with a stone, an obsidian dagger in his hands, and goes right after Sir Matthew.
Oh no.
So the enemy chieftain's planning on starting with Sir Matthew and going on from there.
But I'm not a mage, so I know why he's done with me.
You're closest?
And there's magics flying? Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
but his
He
argument
doesn't
is
have to
that
rationalize himself. He just has to murder.
Incoming attack is a 15.
I'm gonna try and parry that.
Good. Good God.
But
Yeah,
27 parry.
I rolled like Shaisa. All right.
Hmm.
So that was his third attack. And the dark mage is busy. The dark mage thing is busy screaming and cooking, so he doesn't get an attack. Dodger. If Dodger has a third attack, Dodger
Nope,
spent his third attack
Yep.
by summoning a Psy sword, the Psy shield.
Exactly.
I don't think does Dodger have 4 yet? He can't.
No,
He's not
3.
level 3. Yeah, or he's not level 4.
got-
All right, so Dodger's down, and now if Sir Smallville has a 4th attack, I don't think he does.
I do not, because I'm not using
sorry,
my bow.
Scar. So Scar's out because of the magic. Smallville's out
Yep.
because of the magic. Ratlings are out because of the magic. And then Daryl, do you have a 4th attack?
I have a 4th attack.
Oh,
Woo-hoo.
you have a 4th attack.
Yes.
Rinse, repeat.
Whip. All right. Roll to strike.
Hey, I got a total of. Oh, come on, math. I got a total of 23 to strike.
Well.
Okay, I've got a modified 4 to parry. 26 plus 6 damage.
Stupid dice, stay on the board. 11.
Your arrow scratches his cheek on its way by, but doesn't sink home.
What?
He's just moving too fast. He took SDC damage.
Yep.
SDC is near misses, muscle strains, little bruises. That's SDC.
But you did damage.
You did damage.
A 23 got it.
The 23 hit. I'm just
Yeah, you
describing
did.
SDC damage as your character would see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and SDC damage is a nick on is a bump, a bruise, a scratch. You dodged, but you pulled a muscle doing it, kind of a thing.
Yep. Oh.
Hit points is, I'm sorry, there's a poisoned arrow in your lung. Are you all right? You know. So, we have Ghost. Well, actually, Badger. Badger does have a fourth attack
All right.
with a staff because
Badger.
he's got an additional attack with a staff, right?
Believe so.
Oh gosh, does he have 5 attacks with staff?
Yeah,
No,
I thought that he
he's
had a
got
ton.
3 hand-to-hand, 3 hand-to-hand, and 4 with a spear or a staff. So with his spear, he does
Okay.
have a fourth attack.
Gotcha.
No
Until
body
next
flip
turn.
throws or anything because it's got to be a spear attack.
Right. Is he gonna just hit
I don't
something
know.
else again?
It's a player character. I'm a GM.
What do you think, guys? Same target as Daryl again?
I like the idea of focusing fire.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's what he'd do too.
Somebody roll a strike.
Oh,
Our good monk has a +7 to strike with a spear.
yes, he does. Okay. I can do that then, I guess. D20 plus 7.
Jeez.
That was not a good roll.
You rolled a 2?
Yeah.
So did the Ratling. Damage will go to the Ratling's armor.
Okay.
Does she still have armor after the
That's
burning?
crazy.
2d6 plus 3d6 plus 6. Oh no,
Okay.
rolled too low for this power strike, so 2d6 plus 6. Jungle armor, like strips of bark and leather and bone.
Right.
Oh my gosh, he has 7 points of armor left. So
Damage.
bone plates shatter as Badger has perfect form and gets his whole body behind it. All right,
My turn.
Ghost second attack.
I'm casting immobilize. Yeah.
Which of those two did you want to cast? Because I would say there's different spells.
I'm casting immobilize.
Okay, not love charm.
No.
Fuck immobilize sounds like some sort of BDSM crap.
I need
Evan lost a character to that spell actually. Many years ago, there was a great horned dragon. You guys were in the great horned dragon's lair. You were all gonna die because it was an ancient dragon, and he cast love charm, and it worked, but he rolled permanence, and so he had to spend the rest of his natural life as the dragon's cuddle buddy. But the party was able to take however much gold they wanted and walk out.
That's a 20-foot.
One person gets to reroll.
Right?
Yeah, that's worth it.
Yeah. So the way it works is everything in there rolls a spell save, and if they succeed, then it is. Then they roll 1d4. Then they roll a 1d4, and that's how many melee rounds they are immobilized for. Did you shorten my circle? Wait, did I not make
20
my circle
feet by 20 feet, not 25 feet by 25 feet.
bigger? It was 20 feet. I measured it. 20 feet.
No, because that doesn't count the hex that is measured in. Now it's 20 feet. There you go.
Well, that still works. I'm only missing one guy. Wait, what about the guy?
That's gonna hit.
That's not
Jeez.
what I do.
I'm surprised you didn't want to be up in here.
He
Well, I
can't
didn't want to
without getting one of you guys.
Yeah.
But he, yeah,
Plus,
that's
I'm
fair.
still immobilizing more here anyway. Because I'm immobilizing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Plus,
If
I
you
can
count
take
the
care
one
of
in
the
the
two
circle,
things.
that's still touching the circle. Are you counting the one in the corner, Bruce? I can't ping it because things being weird about this. Yeah, that one.
No.
What? But it squares over the thing. Okay, fair enough.
And duration on immobilize is what, 30 seconds per level?
Yes. Minute and a half. No, it is. Wait, yes, yes, it is. Yes.
So
Yes.
you get to keep track of the duration of your own spells.
Yes.
Also, nothing will go in or through that, including people or arrows or anything. So you can't shoot or attack anybody in the immobilize.
Oh, look at that! I even blocked off 3 others. Holy cow, that was good. Immobilize.
Yep, they can't shoot
Start.
arrows in there.
What is that? 6 rounds. 6 rounds.
You're level 3? Yeah, that'd be 6 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That does it for. Oh wait, nope.
They got to do their spell save.
Letting. Well, not really, because it still takes them. All right, give me a sec. 21. Okay.
What does agony do? Oh, okay, never mind. I know what agony does.
And that's for this guy right here. This one.
Bet.
He once shot killed my
Two
my
of the
flame friend.
ratlings
So,
save versus immobilize. Which
There's more than 2 ratlings there.
No, there's 4 ratlings there.
What are the other 3 guys?
Raton.
If a successful save is made, the player rolls 1d4 to determine how many melee rounds his character is immobilized. After that time, character is able to move freely out of the cone, but cannot move to affect anything inside of it. Yup.
So with the duration
anyone
that you rolled, with the duration you rolled, it is effectively no save.
It is no save.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
The save is to be immobilized for less time than the spell, basically.
Correct. None
Wait a
of
sec.
the Raton made their save.
Okay.
So then the 2 that did need to roll 1d4 each.
Hey, look, I have already added tickers for every round that it'll take them to free themselves.
Nice.
Yay.
That was also highly, highly effective character who has been saving the entire group every week.
Wait, you're saying that this is only 3 rounds and 4 rounds?
Yep.
They made their saves?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
With a 19 and a 16 respectively.
Oh,
and,
I thought you said that. I thought you said none of them did, but
Ghost spell strength should be like 13 at this point, so that's more than enough.
Yeah. Yep. It says anything touching or entering the glittering cone is also instantly immobilized.
Yep. So can't shoot into it, can't shoot out of it.
Yep. And this one's not affected if it's touching?
Say again? No,
This
he's outside of the cone.
He's not touching? Okay.
It's not even close to half of that square he's in. So I'm ruling that he's outside of the cone.
Okay.
Unless somebody wants to throw him into the cone or something.
Badger.
It just is saying that even if they were touching it, so even if it just goes through part of them, it doesn't have to go through all of them, but yeah.
Damage
I
from
would-
Cloud of Ash?
We're doing a new round. Gotcha.
No, this was a second round, and I don't think you gave me Cloud of Ash damage. You only gave me Wall of Fire damage.
I did. I put it there in the very beginning. Cloud of Ash damage 2d6. I put it down as 3 damage. Wall of Flame was 30.
Oh, okay.
Wall of Flame was 15.
No, the
Oh, wait,
wall of
never
the,
mind.
the, the
I
big
lied.
the jumbo size Wall of Flame was 30, and the other Wall of Flame is 12. Okay, round 3. You guys have survived a round further than I thought you would.
Yep.
Hey, Sir Matthew was insane in parrying, like, what, 5 frickin' arrows?
Oh yeah, Kristoff was a boss. That was a Sparta. This is Sparta moment.
Plan was to distract as many as possible against me because I know I can at least take a little bit of damage before I die, more than others.
This
So
is your standard strategy, and about half the time you pull it off, and the other half you keep getting healed from a coma.
yeah, 50% success rate is still pretty good.
And as long as there's someone to heal him from the coma, it's effectively 100% success rate.
He's still around.
Oh, I gotta take out the...
Plus, I have 4 fate points, so I'm good there in case bad things happen.
Bro is, in fact, very correct about that.
Okay. Ooh.
Alright. My damage for the round on those.
I only need 1d6 for the 5-foot range of the Wall of Flame because nobody's in the top one.
Oh. Gotcha.
Although the pop dance song Burn is now in my head.
Doesn't everybody who's
Burn,
within
baby,
5
burn.
feet of it take damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these guys also take 1d6 damage? No, 2d6, right? The ones that are outside of it?
Oh, yeah. They would take 2d6 as well, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, gee darn. So, Sir Matthew takes 6 more points of damage.
Yep.
That's 12 damage for the south one. Holy smokes, that damage is adding up, guys.
I told you guys had a chance of living.
Oh.
We just have to be better at fighting the war of attrition.
I mean,
So far, so good.
Soon-ish, you may want to cancel the north one because I am taking a decent chunk of damage, but we can wait on that for a little bit.
You have
Okay,
51
I've got
SDC left,
I've
right?
got a lot
Yeah.
of damage to write down on a lot of people. So everybody not attached to the wall takes 12. That's brutal. And
On the
then
south end, yeah.
the Cloud of Ash is another 5, so they take 17. To save me some time.
Mm-hmm.
We're cooking ratlings. We're cooking ratlings. That is not a good smell, folks.
I mean, if you've eaten at an army chow hall, it can't be much worse.
I can't gainsay that, so. And so it's 35 to the south wall of flame.
Just waiting for someone to watch one of these videos randomly and get mad at the fun we poke at the other branches.
Nobody. Okay, but you have to have. You don't have to have been in one of the branches to pick up that habit, but it sure helps.
Oh, hey, look, things are dying.
Things are dying.
Ooh,
Oh, but
how close am I? No, I'm not close enough. Am I? Am I close enough? Am I close enough?
10 feet.
10 feet. Oh,
You could move closer eventually.
I could move closer while I am also simultaneously murdering. Yes. Or do I
If
cast?
Ghost decides you're allowed to have attacks this round.
I don't have the
Hey,
PPE to do that again.
if I outpace him, that's
You don't have
Oh,
the
correction.
PPE.
Correction. I have the PPE to do that again, but then not to cast another spell. Well, unless I get more PPE from someone else.
Hey, look. The adolescence is powered by PPE, and there's puberty people all around you. Oh no! Oh no, you didn't.
And the
Oh, you
melee
did.
characters don't use it.
What did we do?
Apparently, supersize me as a wall of flame is a bad thing for the bad guys.
Except we killed.
another one bites the dust.
Dun, dun.
Another one bites
Yep.
the dust. Another
In this
one
case,
bites
they're
the
more
dust.
choking on the dust, but
I mean, the pyroclastic was probably thick enough to actually chew on, so.
Goodness gracious.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, now I gotta figure out what else to do next.
if I do go with an Earth Warlock, I could sing another brick in the wall every time I kill somebody with wall of clay.
I hate you and the horse you rode in on. And Christian love.
I need to find my tally sheet back.
Yeah. No. I'm pretty sure it was lost in the move, and there's no point in searching for it.
No, I've seen it since we moved here. I just need to figure out where that binder got put.
Bloody hell. For those of you who don't know, Dinkus over there kept a tally sheet of how many times he could drop a wall of clay on my GM NPC.
And killed them.
That's not really that good.
I think it took 3 walls of clay to kill a Wolven guard. If I remember correctly.
Foil, yeah. Okay. Everybody else has. I only have Ryan's initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Initiative.
Yep.
I need to get one of
Let's
those dice
roll
towers.
another one. That is a 12.
You got to 14.
I only got 22.
Only.
Only 22.
I had 23 last.
You with your fancy bonuses.
I know.
Oh, that means I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Kill things. That is your focus. Kill things.
Or incapacitate them.
Can you
I
use
will-
Cloud of Slumber on like these guys here?
Or I could just use Immobilize again, even though it costs a lot of PPE.
I don't think. I think you can
Utilize
do that.
yeah.
I don't think you're gonna be able to do that without like immobilizing one of us.
I can shorten the radius or shorten the diameter.
Yep.
All right, leave the chieftain to me though. He's mine.
Well, or I could try and get.
I'm okay.
Oh, someone rolled Badger's
You don't
initiative.
want to. You're covered in coconut oil.
Badger?
Somebody
Okay.
somebody roll Badger's initiative.
I got it. I was just
And
gonna
we need
do.
somebody else to roll Dodgers.
Go Badger.
I'll take Dodgers. Never mind. He got a 1. I shouldn't have done it.
Too late. Gabe, this is what you get for needing sleep like a wuss. These mortal limits in driving safely and staying alive. What kind of stewardship is that?
Can I? Well, I have something to yell to Badger, which I would like to yell to Badger when it's his turn.
The 10 words or less if you is a
It's
free.
like
10
2
words
words.
or less is free.
Move to the south of the ratling you were fighting. Move to the south of the ratling you fought. There we go. You fought. That's 10 words.
Where does it say you can shrink the diameter of immobilize?
In the spell description?
I believe so, yeah.
It was like, you
Says
can make the diameter smaller. If
the
wizard can make-
spellcaster may make it smaller if desired.
Oh,
Yeah.
darn.
Yep.
No darn to that. Shut.
Fine.
Oh my goodness.
Follow the rules.
So yeah, I yell to Badger to move to the south of the. I tell him, yes, because that's. I don't want him to be in my immobilize.
All that PPE that Ghost stepped away from and no longer gets to suck.
Mm-hmm.
I would only gotten like 2 from it anyway. Because I was
6 times
here.
2.
Oh, only 1 actually.
All right. All right.
What's
I see how it
what's
goes.
Ghost initiative is 16. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sir Matthew.
All right. I'm gonna fight the chieftain, seeing as I need the practice for when I fight the Rakshasa. So
Oh,
finally have a worthy opponent.
your
So
practice. That's brutal.
yeah, I need the practice to level up. So all right, I'm gonna use my
Eric Shasta's gonna appear again and then suddenly just get absolutely freaking obliterated.
yeah.
You guys will be several levels tougher if you ever get home.
Yeah. All right, 2d6 plus. All right, I need +7 to strike. Nat 20.
You did not.
I did.
Nice.
Please tell me he has boxing.
Oh, you nat 20, the chieftain.
I did. And I have boxing, so I KO him too.
They have printed a rules clarification that the knockout only works in unarmed combat.
Oh.
Oh no.
So he hits him with a pommel of the sword.
Further, no fair rules clarifications. Psi Mystics can only do wizard magic.
No.
Update published in 2021.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
So they went through
And
COVID,
a lot
like
of
to
these
step on people's dreams.
Can we
a
pay
lot
a
of these
fate
source
point to
books
ignore those?
have a lot of these source. Yes, you can pay a fate point to ignore that and get a knockout on the king. Does Sir Matthew have a fate point left?
He has like 4.
4.
First off, use 1.
There we go.
I'm going to use a fate point. That seems important.
I will allow that. All right, roll your d4 for your knockout, and then your double damage. You hoser.
Welcome back to the not era. You know the.
All right, 3 rounds for the KO.
Hi,
And
King Peter. Hi, King Peter. All right.
28 damage.
Rosebro doesn't have magic, right?
Rosebro is a warrior monk. He's
He
got
uses
that
it for
spirit
his.
strike thing.
Yep, exactly.
He's got 67 PPE at the moment.
What?
He could spare it.
70. Oh, 67. Okay. I'll just.
Yeah.
Hey, Rosebro, is it okay if I take 30 PPE from you?
Okay, so Badger takes his 5-foot step and continues to play whack-a-mole, I would assume.
Yes.
Is that what's going on or no? Yes,
Yes.
no.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
He'd probably do that.
Who wants to roll whack-a-mole for Badger? +7 to strike with a spear. And if he calls a spirit power strike, he gets an additional 1d6 if he gets 18 or better.
Well, I can't
You
roll
do.
any worse than I did the last time.
All right.
Go,
Yeah, go for it.
Go.
Oh,
No,
spirit
I
strike.
literally can't roll any worse. I got
Oh,
a
spirit
20
strike.
modified.
Ooh.
+6 to
Spirit
parry.
strike.
12.
Yeah.
Yes, 3d6 +6.
Ugh, come on. Dang dice.
Wait, was he moving back here?
17.
Yes.
Yep.
17.
Ooh.
Where'd he
hit points
go?
from that damage.
Does he have any
Oh,
fate
Badger.
points to boost that?
No.
Worth boosting?
Eh. Yeah, do
9.
remember to refresh your screen every once in a while. This is a large map for Roll20's engine. Almost all of
Was-
Dyson's maps are kind of on the large size for Roll20's engine, so it can start lagging a little bit.
Yo, was I like just frozen or something?
We haven't heard. Did you even take a turn last round?
I haven't taken a turn, period.
Yeah.
How many attacks did you have?
You must have been
Oh.
frozen. We'll give Yuri a bonus attack, but yeah.
Does
So
he
Yuri
have?
can. We need initiative from you at the moment for the third round. You sat out an entire round of combat.
Yeah.
My fault.
We haven't heard from you
That's
in like
crazy.
45 minutes.
Doesn't
Sure.
help that it
You
sounds
probably
like
won't hear from me for another 45 minutes now.
Oh,
No.
So what would Yuri do?
Just playing.
So you're here. We got a bunch of rats trapped in a cloud of ash just to the south of you. And we got a wall of fur up north trying to kill us all. And our fearless leader charged into the middle of the wall of fur, Alexander the Great style.
Yep.
You know, hey diddle diddle, straight up the middle.
I
'Cause
approve.
The Japanese don't study tactics.
just whatever you do, don't. I can't ping it, but you see where the dead rattling is? Don't go north of that.
Yeah. Don't go in the green bubble.
Into the
And don't-
like 3x3
yeah.
square north of me. Don't go there either.
Well, he could take a step down and attack rattlings in the cloud of ash.
That would
But
probably be a good
if
idea.
he steps down, then he's gonna get 1d6 times or 2d6 damage.
He can step
1d6 times
sideways and
2d6.
attack rattlings in the cloud of ash.
I would do that. Don't go north. It'll not be good for your health eventually.
Crickets.
Rodney, are you still there? Are you still there?
I'm still here.
There you go.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Yep. We're actually going to give you we're going to give you at least one turn, and then we're going to have you roll for initiative and see if it's your turn again yet.
Oh, right on. Okay. So roll for initiative.
Nope. We're going to give you
your turn first.
last round's turn.
Yep.
Which is you can actually from right there just whack a rattling. There's one right in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with that. Rolling right now.
All right.
Plus, it's a d20 plus 7.
Oh, my bad.
Shoot, we forgot he was here.
That's yeah. That happened.
That is a thing that we did. Yep.
It's all good.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
You're rolling a d20,
That's
Rodney.
Yeah, I just rolled a 17.
Okay, I'm not seeing it for some reason.
I don't see it either.
Let me refresh.
But I can roll with a 17. I've got physical dice. They have a +6 to parry. 14
Yeah,
plus
but I
6 is 20. Parry.
Let me refresh real quick.
Parried. Dang. All right.
It's in the cloud of ash though, so it can't see.
Oh, -9 to parry. That'll hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
I thought maybe I got hit with some kind of impairment that I didn't know about, so I was just like sitting back waiting my turn.
You got stupefied.
I didn't even get an initiative roll for Yuri, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's fair.
So
Yeah.
that's why it never became your turn. Is you didn't jump into the turn order.
I thought I did because I rolled like a 3.
Did you say it or did you type it?
I typed it.
Okay. So roll damage from a sword strike. It's 2d6 plus your physical strength.
Second.
2d6 plus 10 because at 16 you're a beast. Oh my gosh. 2d6 plus 10 for sword damage. I'm not actually, Rodney, I'm not even seeing you on the roll 20.
No, not at all.
You in the wrong one?
Yeah, he's in the wrong one.
Am I in the wrong game?
I can do it.
Yes, you are. Give me a sec.
Be nothing.
Oh.
This is weird because I'm seeing the map. I see the map here. I see your little circle. I see your little rectangle.
There is a version of it in Children of the Crimson Moon, but we're in Isekai.
Protect yourself at freaking auctions.
Children of the Crimson Moon. What?
It's for when you die.
Before you get skin cancer, please.
Oh.
Well, it was fine because it was windy and it felt good, and then
That makes
very end.
sense.
Skin
everyone's like-
cancer never feels good.
It's like, yeah,
No.
why? They're like, oh,
Yeah, so you gotta leave that game and join in the Isekai campaign.
So it's a roll d20 plus 6.
No, we need a 2d6 plus 10 from you because you hit a rattling in in the forwardmost parts with your you're one of the guys who got the Egyptian sword, I think. So you've got an Iraq.
It's a goldfish.
17 points of damage. I feel that in the morning.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
My bad, y'all. This whole time I've been in the other game, but it was weird. I thought we were playing in the Crimson.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
and the front tires were flat.
Maybe not ever.
Okay,
Nah.
you draw a deep cut on his shoulder as you do the first 3 hit points damage to your opponent. Now roll for initiative.
D20.
D20. And we'll get you slotted in with everybody else. 23. Oh, take that, Sir Matthew. Oh, that's 2d10. 10. Go with 10. It was the first number.
Maybe
So
not.
Yuri's coming in right after Scar. We are at 16 for initiative. Ghosts up.
Oh, ghost.
Right. C'est votre tour. You're up, man.
Oh God.
Sorry, I was muted. Yuri, how much PPE do you have?
How much what?
How much magic
PPE
points?
is potential paranormal energy. He's got 52.
Yeah, it's your mana.
Okay. I
Oh,
mean,
right,
he hasn't
okay.
used anything, so 52.
He hasn't and can't.
Right.
Right.
So you
Hey,
can draw 52 times 0.7 from him.
I'll just be a mana pool. That'll be awesome.
You okay if I take your PPE?
I'll do what you need to do, man.
Bet.
That's 36.
Yeah.
You
Here
draw
Alright.
upon the magic of puberty and cast more spells. powered by adolescence.
Yeah.
Goodness
Woohoo.
gracious.
I mean, I was just kind of doing that just because I want the PPE. I actually have enough PPE to do what I want to do, but more PPE is always nice.
You
True.
are such, you're
plus
such a
36.
PPE whore.
Thanks, dude. I mean, what could I say?
Don't
I
say
need
that
it.
too fast; it'll get awkward.
Okay, and then I'm casting Immobilize again. 62 minus 25 is 37. I
Where
have
are you
37.
casting Immobilize?
37. I am casting it. In fact, where's the draw tool, ellipse. I'm casting it right here.
So I got a question. I haven't read all the
That?
info in the book, but I wanted to ask something real quick.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask, do warriors like myself, besides the fact that it's typical that we have magic points and we don't know why because we don't have the ability to cast magic, are we able to do something more akin to like meditation or something like that? So, which is more traditional for warriors, or no?
Not really. Your kind of character class, your idea of meditation is going to the weight room, or
Okay. No, I'm trying
going
to
to the tavern. Meditation is its own power or skill that you get automatically if you're a spellcaster, and you can have if you're a psychic. But psychics don't have as much conscious control of their powers as mages do.
Okay.
Okay, so you have immobilized. Ghost immobilizes the unconscious chief. You realize you can't attack anybody in an immobilize, right? And you also realize that you have trapped Sir Smallville against a wall of flame.
Hey Scar, turn off your wall of flame on your turn. The north one. Yes, I am very aware of this. However, I also just removed quite literally.
I don't think you have enough words for that. I think you used up all your words on Badger.
Yeah, you did.
Well, it's still my turn, isn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you go further in, you poor schmuck. All right. 1, 2, 3. You also go further in, you poor schmuck. All right. Oh gosh, why?
That's 30 damage to each of those that go in there.
I know. Give me a moment.
Murder.
I mean, okay. In my defense, I'm pretty sure I literally immobilized. What is that? Like,
Yeah. Move down there.
Almost half of the ratlings we were having to fight.
Well, yeah, but they don't have to fight. I'm gonna fight again once they
Excuse me.
Blind lead the blind, and there's a cookout.
It's more of a cook-in at this point.
Yeah, their attempts to wander out of the fire are meeting with mixed results.
Standing inside the fire.
I mean, they're still blinded for that same amount of time, so congratulations. You still have the -9 to everything.
Which is why I'm rolling random directions for their attempts to get out.
I saw.
2 of them are out and kind of blinded, but no longer cooking.
Yep.
Okay. And that was the ratlings, and Daryl is up.
Go, Daryl.
This is a new round, right?
A blinded, first attack of the new round. A blinded ratling has stumbled out of the cloud in front of you, and a little ways down the cloud.
Okay, I'm gonna roundhouse kick.
Roundhouse kick. Oh, Dodo Chuggy, go! Whack! Get back in there. You're not gonna throw. No, you said roundhouse kick. You're not body flip throwing him back into the fire. You already declared your attack.
All right, roll to strike, hand to hand. It's a little less than normal, but oh shit! That would be a 25 to strike.
You blow goats. Okay, roll your 3d6 points of damage plus 6 for your physical strength.
I deployed
right.
Tyrak. I
Right
deployed
into the
Tyrak.
floating
Throw up
ribs.
there.
I assume this is probably a lore magic roll. The question: if a magic
14.
spell is cast,
14 points of damage. Gosh.
later.
All right. You roundhouse him in the floaters, and he grunts and hisses and looks around, and he kind of now knows where you are. You were saying, Ryan?
If a spell is cast in the immobilized spell, does it still work?
Magic cast from outside? Yes. Nobody in it can cast.
Bet.
They can
But if
use
you
psychic
cast-
powers if they have them, because you're allowed to think.
But if you cast a wall of clay like 10 feet above them inside the cone,
Nope.
that does not drop.
Yeah, the wall of clay is as soon as it touches as soon as it enters the immobilized cone, it freezes.
What about flames? Do flames freeze?
Time delayed trap idea.
Flames don't freeze. No. Why do you?
No, okay.
Never mind. Oh gosh.
Just wanted to know for future reference.
Wait,
What are you gonna do? Immobilize everybody in the wall
Thank you
of
for
fire?
picking up on that.
Oh,
Does
we now
the kinetic
have
energy?
an awesome idea for a time delayed trap too.
You are bad, no sadistic murder hobos. Okay.
Everybody-
Scar's turn.
Scar is going to get closer to his PPE batteries. Thank you. He's going to suck some juice from Dodger, who I'm sure would be willing to hand it over. It's 24 and a half. Does he get 24 or 25?
24.
All right, 19 plus 24. Thank you. He's going to tell Dodger, please supersize. And he casts a flame friend in front of him. That's 20 PPE for
What?
Butcher guy. But he needs a small version. Where's the small version? Thank you. Nice. There we go. All right. So
You're gonna. Okay.
Flame friend. He's gonna go murder things. But after Dodger supersizes him. And Cloud of Ash does not actually affect elementals. That is a wonderful thing to know.
Yeah, I hate you so
Yeah,
much.
literally says explicitly in the book. Yeah.
Yeah, so the flame friend can just walk in there and start with the murdering. Have we mentioned the murderness of your murdering? Because murder. What are you gonna do? Just hang around outside and suck up PPE from the bodies? I'm shutting up. I'm a bad GM. I'm shutting up. All right.
Is it murder if they deserve it? Isn't that just killing?
Actually, Sir Matthew is a legitimate government authority, so, diplomatic immunity might apply.
I like this.
Seeing as it's a foreign conquest of a new land, it's perfectly justified.
Are you going to claim this land in the name of the king, or just for yourself, or
for myself? It's mine.
No, this continent is mine. Have you seen the living room we have around here? Where the condos are going over there, man.
Why would I give it to the king? There's so many natural resources here, like people.
Oh gosh, there are dinosaurs. Have you noticed the dinosaurs?
Yeah, fresh meat, exotic meat.
Murder chicken. I still have yet to go tame my murder chicken.
Like, knowing rich people, they probably buy dinosaur meat at a very high price because it's exotic.
You people were the total party kill. Can we get back to the total party kill?
Yes, we're totally killing their party. I'm good with that.
Oh, I hate you.
I love it.
Okay, that was Scar. Yuri's up. There's really one blind ratling in front of him, so what he's going to do is probably not complicated.
Murder.
Murder. Okay.
Murder.
Murder with the
Are
murdering.
you okay? Are you okay with that, Rodney? You want to murder?
Huh?
What?
Who?
Rodney, would you like to murder the ratling in front of you?
Your character Rodney is here, and a soot blinded ratling has stumbled out of the cloud right in front of you. We're wondering if you'd like to insert sword and repeat as needed.
Look, I'm in the Isekai game right now, and I see absolutely nothing but a black screen.
Zoom out.
You need to zoom out
out.
and then get down to the gameplay. It's
Your
fog of
Zoom-
war. Fog of war.
Yeah.
The stuff that we haven't come
It's a-
across yet is not going to show up.
It's a huge map, dude. I'm on 66%, and it's still taking up most of my screen for our area.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Okay, I'm
I
on there
actually
now.
go out to 10% to see the whole map.
Okay.
This is you. And
Yes.
you need to murder this guy.
Well, you don't have to. You might. Maybe he'll be your friend.
Maybe not.
Nobody's
Would
tried
you like to
kissing,
give him-
fondling, or tickling them yet.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Rattlings, I don't think are like that.
Okay, Army and not Navy. Onward we go.
Yeah.
Rose should have been here for that one.
That's
He
a
may
D20.
eventually hear it. If he doesn't hear it, that's his problem.
The D20 plus 7 for the strike.
Well, yep. D20 plus what, 7? I mean, he's not the god of war. Yeah, he's got a plus 7 with a sword. That's decent. He rolls a 10. They roll a 17 to parry. Minus 9 is an 8. Oh, but it's gonna hit armor, but it will hit.
Yeah. Murder.
Murder.
Wait, no, their armor rating is 9. That will hit. Oh gosh, he gets to do his full damage. 2d6 plus 10.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes.
This could do it. This could do it. He's already pretty cooked.
Combat's like a box of chocolates. You never know which murder you're gonna get.
Yeah, you don't know which of these is actually a dragon.
Guessing the guy that one hit Ember.
It's not a dragon.
Did I do that right?
Yeah, 18.
Yes, sir.
18 points.
Oh, no.
18 didn't murder?
18 drops him down to -2 hit points. He collapses into a coma, dying at your feet.
Ooh, nice.
Amen.
Scar, PPE, vacuum.
Yes. 1d6 times
1d6 times 2 for the PPE you suck from the dying rattling.
Okay. All right.
Let's go. I
Nice.
got him. I have
That
convinced him to join.
That has got to be the best damn commentary ever. PPE
Or
back
a lot.
to me. Orale. All right.
Thank you, Yuri.
Welcome, Gabe. Glad you could join us for the last
Gabe.
hour.
Sleep is a symptom of caffeine deficiency. Join us.
Yeah.
What has happened?
Oh. Yeah.
A few
Immobilize
things here or
happened.
there.
So much has happened.
All the murder.
All the murder. Also, we're cooking Sir Matthew for fun and profit.
Hey, he ran into that.
Matthew!
He ran
That was
into
voluntary.
Sir Matthew's up here, right next to this giant wall of flame, pinned against it by a pair of glittering immobilized spells that he can't enter without getting frozen in time.
Yeah,
After the mage hurled the entire game forward 7 seconds in time, there's this big circular pyroclastic flow currently cooking the Southern Army, blinding them so they can't find the way out. And there's a U-powered, supersized wall of flame right here. And we've summoned another little flame elemental, and he's really, really, really hoping that you will use your ISP to supersize him so he can walk into the flames and start murdering all the helpless blind survivors. Meanwhile, you have summoned a psi shield of pure mental energy. So you've got like a Spartan's shield of glowing blue. I say it's a shield, and reality obeys. Hanging off of your left forearm. Needless to say, the tides of battle have turned, and the 40-ish ratling monsters didn't realize they were outnumbered by 8 adolescent boys.
What the?
Never, ever, ever underestimate the power gaming weasels.
Yes.
Freaking power gaming weasels.
PGW.
We will, in fact, find a way to cheat death, no matter how hard it is.
I don't believe you people.
How much damage would I take if I ran through the wall of fire?
5d6.
Probably. Yeah, that's more than you want to take.
I mean, I could. I probably
yell at Scar to turn off the flame.
He did. He refused. He forgot.
I did forget.
I could actually survive that, even if it gave max damage.
Isn't canceling spell instantaneous and capable at any point?
Rattlings that you can't really see through all the distortions disappear from your vision.
Oh.
They're probably getting more people.
Glittery. It's transparent. The spell's transparent.
Yeah, but the wall of fire isn't.
And he is in that heat distortion smoke
that's
part.
fair.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Would there be anything to let me know that I should probably cancel the wall of flame?
Not yet. Nobody's asked you to. And you're facing the other direction, so you don't notice that you're cooking Sir Matthew.
Would Badger be mindful enough to know that? He hasn't used any words.
Yeah, well, sir, not appearing in this story yet, because birthday parties and other little details of things called lives that we nerds don't approve of. Is not here to speak for himself.
Sir Matthew could ask him to do it, though.
Like Sir Matthew has 10 free words per round. Yes.
No, he doesn't, because he's completely cut off from being able to use speech. We can't hear anything from that side.
Oh yeah, sound doesn't travel through the immobilized.
This.
Yeah, it's great.
That looks like it's completely cut off.
Hey, on the plus side, you don't have to deal with, 7 more rattlings and can instead just magic them to death over the next 5 rounds.
I could have dealt with them. It would take a while, but I could have dealt with them.
You might have been able to deal with them. The rest of the party, however, would not.
Ladies, it's Dodger's turn to end attack number 1.
Hercules.
So Dodger's here. He's standing next to the pyroclastic flow. There's a blinded ratling right next to him.
Yep. I see. So is it
Scar has asked him to supersize the...
There's an elemental that Scar has asked him to supersize.
yes,
Make him.
supersize it. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Pyrokinesis. Use the PPE for pyrokinesis. Fuel flame.
Yeah, that's
I
only
see.
2, right?
Is that really only 2 for you? Do I hate you that much?
It is 4. 4 for fuel flame. But yes, that is wonderful. You just put a murder bot out there. I love you.
We work surprisingly well together.
Yes, we do.
It would have, yeah. So technically, although it isn't a spell, what's his fire damage?
His punch, you mean?
No, his fire damage. I'm gonna treat his being like a wall of fire, so
Oh,
you can roll standard wall of fire damage for the 2 rattlings that are now inside your elemental.
okay.
He just wants a hug.
All right. So just straight wall of fire damage would be 12.
Let me move him over to the side for a moment while I do the appropriate. -9. Okay, you supersize him, and by act of supersizing him, Daryl kills 2 rattlings who did not even see the fact that they were about to become the legs of the fire elemental.
In Pyro.
No, that's not pyro. That's actually just a flame friend.
Or Ember is what they were
Ember.
calling.
I think we call his flame friend Ember. Although
You
he
said
can
Daryl,
summon
that's why I was
multiples of them.
confused.
Sorry. So Gabe woke up and insta killed and bump set Spike insta incinerated a pair of rattlings.
Best way to end a depression nap. What can I say?
And hey, look, you've already said you've got the PPE Hoover on, and the corpses are within 10 feet of Scar. So you can vampire up their life essence, the magic of their life essence. You brute. 2d6
Yeah.
times 2. Oh, you already got it. Plus 18
Yep.
PPE.
Yep.
PPE, please. Innocent look. Oh, jeez.
I feel like he's standing there, like, cleaning his fingers off one by one each time, like.
Yeah, if not flushing, if his cheeks aren't turning pink and his breathing is getting faster, one or the other. Seriously. All
Like, they were
right.
going off on me for being a PPE whore. Dare you?
Hey, if you're close enough, I'd have to fight you for it.
That's why I'm not close enough.
I had such a beautiful plot to kill you all. It was really glorious. All right, second attack,
How many times have
top
we
of the
foiled you?
order. Sir Smallville, what would you like to do?
Wait, doesn't Ember get a chance to do his turn?
Oh, yes, we forgot Ember. Ember gets to obey your orders and start killing the closest ratling.
Does he somehow subconsciously know that that he was banished by this guy and he needs to murder him again?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, okay. Well, he attacks the closest one then.
That would be this one.
Okie doke. He gets a +3 to hit.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, roll low. Hit him in the armor.
He rolled an @1.
He missed. Okay,
Yep.
so he's had his turn. This is why he's not Pyre, because Pyre's got class and there's just no Riz on Pyre Junior.
Yeah.
And that is top of the order, Sir Matthew. Second attack of the round.
Well, he can't really do much, seeing as he's, trapped.
True.
And can't call out to shut off the fire that's burning him.
Also true.
Oh my gosh! Look who pulled up.
So I think he's just gonna stand there looking cool. I don't know. That's about all he can do.
Just like the Navy, always last ones to the party.
I had a birthday party to attend. My apologies.
Mhm.
We're gonna say
No,
that
you're-
my beautiful plan for everybody's death has been postponed. It's looking like
Oh, are we actually surviving?
no.
More than that.
Oh
We're
wow, we're
murdering.
really. Oh sweet.
At the cost of one mildly singed, fearless leader, things have gone hideously right for the party. Okay, you're up. By the way, you can't
I'm up.
attack anybody in the immobilize spell in front of you because if you do, anything you
I'll be
stick in there
immobilized.
will likewise. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it looks like this guy is not immobilized.
True, and you have a reach with a spear, so you can go
Yeah,
over
I
the
do.
shoulder, I guess.
Heck yeah, I'll go over the shoulder.
Are you going to
Yeah,
declare a spirit's power strike for your second attack of the round?
Are these
Not
supernatural
spirit power
creatures?
strike, not spirit spider, but sorry,
Just
Just a power strike?
Just a power strike. Yeah.
yeah, power strike.
Absolutely, I'm gonna declare
Okay,
a power strike.
roll a stick power strike on the blind ratling, defenseless in front of you.
That doesn't mean anything to me. He wants to kill us and eat our faces, quite literally, and I feel no pity. Let's
I don't
see.
think he probably would eat anything on your face other than your eyeballs, but sure.
That's part of my face, so I like my eyeballs.
All right.
All right, let's see. +7 to strike. So declaring power strike, so I need an 18 or over, and that is a 12, so that's a modified 19.
Me.
Nice.
Me.
Yeah, there you go.
So he's only -9 for. Oh, ratlings have half blind penalty, so he's -5. So he gets a 15 to parry. You whack him.
3d6
plus 6.
6. I'm just letting the computer do the math on that one. I mean, I definitely could have rolled worse, but hey, 13 is still something.
2 hit points. So he's you gave him a bloody nose.
Sweet.
I think a badger would notice me being singed alive, so
He just
I
turned
think
away
he.
and looked the other way. I don't think he sees you being singed alive.
Oh, dang!
Oh. I
That's
quite
why you
literally came
never
in
quit
too late
party.
for that.
Mm,
Sir Matthew needed to play more Dungeons and Dragons when he was alive.
Nose.
Never split the party.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, it is Ghost's turn now.
I'm gonna use some damage spell. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use.
Sensitive whiskers to help
Doesn't
maneuver in the
immobilize
dark or when
freeze even
blind.
energy attacks?
Huh?
Doesn't immobilize even stop energy attacks?
If you have any freezing spells, you can, I don't know, if they're immobilized, you can make them extra,
level
immobile.
7.
Yeah, it was
Immobilized.
saying that anything in there.
Missile weapons, speech, movement, flight, everything is momentarily immobilized. It doesn't say anything about it. It's that
Projectile.
But it does say projectile.
Projectile.
Yep.
Wait a minute. So what if I launch like 15 energy bolts at one guy, but they don't oh no, because it just falls straight down. Never mind.
Yeah.
You could cast Cloud of Slumber on them.
Arrested.
Could cast Cloud of Slumber on them. However, I'll kind of wait until the thing runs out of stuff. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna cast.
Well, you could just tell Scar that I'm trapped.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Well, I'm gonna do that anyway, but
I guess dysentery.
Yeah,
I can't. No toenails.
Just attack something that's not in the
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cast Armor of Ithan on Kristoff.
Nice.
Far 10-foot range.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Rip.
Oh, he's
okay.
Oh, he's level up here. Oh no.
Yeah, he got trapped between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah. It's
Well,
somebody's fault.
Or
That's
two
somebody's
rocks.
fault.
Not mine.
Well,
Or
okay. In
Kurok.
that
Would like to
case,
have a talk with the mages.
well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cast Impervious to Fire on Kristoff.
That worked.
Half damage from magical fire.
Nice.
That definitely worked.
Ooh, that is really nice.
Fires
Yeah,
do
yeah.
no damage actually.
Magical fires.
Normal
Normal
and
magical fires do
fires.
no damage to the person.
Oh, okay. That's very useful.
Yeah, I'm casting that on Sir Matthew.
And this is how Ghost is like, even though he skipped so many sessions, Ghost is the same level as everybody else because he's so freaking useful.
Yeah.
There you go. That's my
Well,
turn.
5 minutes per level of experience, you get no normal or magical fire damage done to you. Wow.
Now he can go walking into the wall of flame.
Yeah,
I was
he can
like,
walk right through there.
Mark off your 6 PPE that you used to do that, you cheater.
Plus, you need to tell him he's now
I
fire.
did!
Oh, you can't. Wait, you can't tell him he's fireproof though, because he won't hear you.
We will notice he is actively being cooked.
Yeah. And
know,
also,
hey,
he
if
was going to run through it anyways.
If you do
So-
have the
Yeah,
ability, if you do have the ability to drag someone with you, just put them right into the wall of flame and leave them there.
I can't touch him.
Okay, just fair. Okay.
5 min per level. So that's like what, 15 minutes? I'm not even
15
gonna worry
minutes.
about. I'm not even gonna worry about.
He could run around and go help Ember clean up the other field.
Yep.
That would make impervious to
Yes,
the
he
ash flood,
could.
too, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I have to go very far around to do that, but
I mean, it'll be fine. You'll get there.
I mean, it's that or you're going to go stand in a corner by yourself with nothing to do.
there's other rats we need to fight. Because 3 just disappeared, so also there's Star up here that looks important.
There's a lot more dead rats on the screen than when I left last week. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think there was.
Yeah.
You killed Kenny.
You're the one that fed us, Kenny.
I copy and pasted Kenny all over the place. What are you talking about? Leave it alone.
You're gonna give us more Kenny and then complain then when we kill said Kenny.
If I didn't complain, you wouldn't get the joy of foiling my plans and come cackling to work to church the next day.
I mean, you got a point there. You got a point there. Bruce, you should look at the meme Gay posted in this meme channel.
Sigma Lion. Oh. Ah.
That's gold. That is gold.
That's just sick.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed them.
I'll have you know that
now. Yes.
Scar's not is not the line. He's the poosh fizz. You remember this?
The peach fuzz? What?
The poosh fizz.
The Rattan get to, stumble around blindly because they're blinded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back out. That's good. No longer cooking. Bye.
Doesn't he take 1d6 times 2 damage when he leaves?
Took it. He already took it. It's per round. He already took it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's not helpful.
Like you're killing them fast enough. You don't get any more.
That's not helpful. That's not helpful. Oh no.
Was that 30 damage he just took?
That's 30 damage he just took.
Well, welcome to the party.
That's
brother.
Not really helpful. All right, so blind rattling with half penalties is going to stab Dodger in the face.
Oh.
He'll make an attempt.
9 to strike.
Well,
you can dodge. You can parry that.
You have your side shield to parry, but you have a +8. You just don't get a nat 1.
I've never been attacked before. What do I do?
D20.
You have a bunch of options, right? You first
Oh,
and
yeah.
most reckless, the most suicidal but awesome of choices is what's called a simultaneous attack, which is
Also
you
known as
ignore the incoming attack and declare an action of your own at the same moment. And the advantage of that is your opponent can't defend against it because he's busy stabbing you in the face.
Called Heed the Sword.
Yep. Also known as the Cookman defense. Yeah, okay. So
Not true. You taught me better than that.
So
But did you learn
I didn't
better?
say it. That was Roseboro. I'm just reading the commentary for the people who don't have the YouTube video zoomed all the way in to read our comments.
Oh, gotcha.
And then he taught you better, but did you learn better? Oh, hey, you've got a microphone, Roseboro. If you're gonna talk shit, we are recording this. So
My problem is I'm talking, but it's like I'm stumbling over you, so I'm just gonna type it out, because my ADHD brain will just yeet the joke into nothingness, and I will lose the joke forever.
Fair enough. Okay. And now I've completely lost my train of thought. So, whose turn is it anyway?
I'm being
Oh,
attacked
yeah.
and have no idea what to do.
So, your first attack option is to ignore the attack, just eat the damage, and you get to basically do whatever the hell you want. That's called a simultaneous attack. You can attempt to parry, which is if you have something that will stop the attack, like not the thingies. You can block like with a sword or with a shield, and you have a psychic power shield summoned in front of your arm that can take infinite damage and parry dragon fire. So the stone knife in the blind ratling's hand is like meh. It's cute that you tried that. You can burn one of your attack actions to dodge. Physically hurl yourself out of the way. Or if it were like a spell or something, you would use the appropriate saving throw versus magic or poison. So that's kind of your plethora of options. It sounds like the party thinks that you would be best off going with parry, which does not use one of your attacks, and throwing your shield in between you and Mr. Stabby, the friendly neighborhood knife.
Your indestructible shield.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So then you're going to roll a 20-sided dice and add your shield parry bonus off of your combat table.
How do I do that?
Okay, so let's look at your character sheet really fast.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
That one.
Wait, don't use the roller box.
Anything but a nat
No,
one.
you literally had to roll anything else other than that.
Oh my goodness.
AFA point to reroll.
Yes.
For a knife?
Or not.
What? So you have your armor has an armor rating, and you have soft leather armor, which is an armor rating of 10. The incoming attack is a 9. So he stabs you, and he gets the leather your leather jerkin instead of you, and your leather takes 1 point of damage.
No, my leather.
So you have 19 points of leather armor left.
No.
And you're really glad, because otherwise you'd have matching appendectomy scars. All right.
That's it. I'm blowing
for
up.
For the ratlings.
That's it. I'm going to explode that ray in particular.
Oh gosh, are you going to actually do Mind Bolt on him?
Yeah, well, of course.
It's your turn. You can Mind Bolt. Oh gosh.
Oh, it's my turn.
Cue the Akira music. How many d6 of damage are you just going to will into his body?
I need to read Mind Bolt again. Give me 1 second.
Oh,
is he bleeding or not? That's the question.
Yes, he's got a bloody nose, so he's got already taken hit point damage. He's got a bloody nose from getting bonked over the head with a warrior monk's spear.
Booga booga.
Okay, so
he's within 6 feet of me, right?
Yes.
I'm actually not going to explode him because that's 12 points. And instead, I'm just going to use 4 points to do the same amount of damage using electrokinesis.
How many points of how many d6 are you gonna roll?
I get 2d6 for a
Okay.
4-point discharge.
Yes, you do, but 2d6 can't. Okay, you're gonna just zap him.
Yeah.
And okay, is that a dodge? I think he's got to attempt to dodge. I don't think he has an attack left. He does. Nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
You zap the wall behind. Oh, he doesn't. He's out of attacks. Never mind. Just roll your damage. Just shut up and roll your damage. Nobody likes psychics
Right.
anyway.
Aesthetically,
You wasted your
within
nat
its
20.
I did totally waste my nat 20.
Yep.
That should have been to keep Sir Matthew humble.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
It says I can do that equal to the number of attacks I get in a melee round.
Yes. Each time you do that, just use as one of your attacks.
How many do I have? 3?
That was your second one. You have 3 per 3. You get 3 actions every 15 seconds, and you've used 2.
He only has
now.
2 this round though because he got poisoned.
Oh yeah, you're out. I forgot. You are -1 attack action because you are poisoned.
But I'm impervious to poison. Does that do anything?
You have to actually negate the poison by activating that power.
Oh, hey, I would like to unpoison myself.
Well, as soon as you have an attack, which will be next turn, you can do that.
All right, that's fair.
All right, but Zap Rattling 5, it lets out a yowl of pain, and there's a singed scar down its left arm where you zapped him good. Most of you speak goblin, so he requires you to do something that would require transgender surgery at the minimum and would still chafe.
Oh. The answer is no.
That's crazy.
And he says that, by the way. He says no. Just no.
In Goblin?
In Goblin, yeah. He responds with no.
All right, that's disturbing. And moving right along. Top of the order, third attack, Smallville, Mr. Matthew.
He also only has 2
Oh,
attacks.
I didn't get a second
Yeah.
attack.
Sorry, Scar. How did we skip Scar? Did we skip Daryl too?
I think so.
I've only attacked once.
Daryl's second attack. He beat Scar.
I would like to body flip throw that guy I kicked. And
okay. In what direction?
Towards Ember. And I'm gonna yell catch as I do it.
Golly gosh. All right, roll to strike.
Ooh. That'd be a 9.
Okay. I've got a +5 to parry. 14, parry.
And
you go for a judo flip and you have to lean back because you don't want to get your throat slit. Was worth trying. Scar, second attack.
Does he know if he could cast Wall of Flame or Cloud of Ash inside the mobilize?
Lore magic.
Ooh.
Jesus, Roseboro.
What?
92%. That is a fail.
The nerd memeing continues.
It's so great. We have a meme channel now. It's perfect.
Hi, you, Roseboro. You.
Wow. Did you not see mine?
I just scrolled. That one's good too. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You both suck diseased donkey wang. Moving right along.
Those are great. I
Those
love
are both
that.
awesome, and I hate you both. Okay,
Hey,
and I did call them up, so the YouTube audience did get a chance to see that you're both just jerks, meanie head
good,
jerk
good, as
faces.
they should.
All right, let's
As
start.
they should.
Lore magic. So one of the acceptable answers in
Oh,
the
I
military
failed.
is I do not know, but I will find out.
Oh, gotcha. Well, yes. In that case, he is going to cast Wall of Flame. Right. That's there.
Draw your wall. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully, hopefully our fearless leader will move before our psychic doubles it.
No, he doesn't need to.
Doesn't matter. He's impervious.
He doesn't
He's
need to.
immune.
Yeah. He realizes that he
my
gets sandwiched and he's
poor army of cannibal barbarians.
Can I just point out, though,
Yeah.
that if he hasn't quite realized yet that he's immune, he would probably be scared shitless right now.
That is a
Actually-
role-playing option that we'll leave to Christoph, but either way is hilarious.
Actually, Sir Matthew doesn't get scared. He
This
gets
is-
slightly worried. His ego won't allow him to be scared.
Okay, I almost shorted out my microphone on that one. that was a very near spit take. I'm far too manly. Okay, Glory. That's
So he's the medieval Chuck Norris, is what he's trying to say.
well, he thinks he's the medieval Chuck Norris, but there's a Dead Gentleman short series called Journey Quest, and he's really leaning into being Sir Glorious from Journey Quest. Who's a comic relief character who's actually hilarious. And I'm afraid to show it to Christoph, so don't Google it, Christoph.
Are you afraid because we'll get ideas?
Yes, I'm exactly that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like they actually got it. The actor who plays him is actually a professional opera singer and actor in the area. So let me get away from my mic really quick, so that he can
Okay.
always speak with projection. Yes, that's Glory.
Christoph, you better go watch that and then become that character.
No. Oh, up yours sideways. Like, no, nope, not gonna. Nope, no, nope.
It is on Amazon Prime. I see.
No.
It's also on
bugger.
YouTube.
Okay. Anyway, moving right along.
Reference
We're gonna
not the
ignore that.
things you don't want the nerds to watch.
Have you met my
Ooh.
mouth? I'm conscious. It's too late already.
I know.
Alright.
I know.
So 18 damage to anything inside that new wall of flame.
The
3 damage
GM
within 4
sighs and
minutes.
begins counting off damage.
Yay.
It appears to work.
Hey, look, this one seems to be within range of a few of these. Nice.
Yes. I'm very excited.
Very interesting.
Not in range of that one, unfortunately, but that's okay.
Oh, dang it. Oh well.
That would have been a nice one. You could have recharged the batteries with that. Nice.
I mean, I'm still able to recharge the batteries and everything else.
Yeah, he's well, you've got nothing on our fire warlock, the PPE vampire down there.
Yeah. So while we're waiting, Pyre also has a turn. I don't know if anybody else does. Does anybody else have a second turn that they didn't do yet?
Yuri hasn't used his second turn.
Okay. Okay.
Yuri is not immune to fire. I would like to point that out. Nobody's cast impervious to fire on Yuri.
That's true. I don't know if there's a lot. You could summon inner strength. and give himself an extra 10 SDC and be able to
bump
keep
up
pushing
all of
forward.
his saving throws. Yeah, he could toughen himself up by summoning inner strength. That's something he could do.
Or speed read the room.
Ha ha ha! No.
What?
That's an out of the box use, right? 30 left. Let's.
So while we're waiting, So Rodney, what would your character like to do?
Oh,
When they supersized the elemental, charging forward with your sword became a less appealing option.
it did. It did.
Did he murder those guys? He did murder them. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. If you want, you could. No, that wouldn't actually help any. I would say you could defer initiative and let Pyre go first, but he's just going to stand where he's at and smack on this thing.
Vampire's not necessarily all that bright.
So
No, he's plenty bright. That's why we brought him for to be able to see stuff.
Oh.
As an Evan level pun. All right, moving right along.
So it's a good one.
No, just a painful one. I don't actually score Evan's pun. I don't score Evan's puns on quality. I score them on impact.
Truth.
Oh gosh.
They register on the Richter scale of emotions.
Got it.
So I do need a turn action. So Rodney,
can I
I need
go
you
on the
to.
defensive for right now until
Sure, you can.
sense of what's going on with the elemental.
Yep.
Well, Pyre's going to smack this guy. He gets a +3 to hit. That's a 5. That makes it an 8.
That's tied. So parried.
Oh, okay.
So
wait, he has a -9. He still tied it?
Ratlings have sensitive whiskers. They only suffer half penalties from blindness.
Pretty sure Whiskers would be affected by the fact that he's gone through a wall of flames and he's getting singed.
Yeah, Whiskers would be gone.
Wouldn't that not fry that and make that not a bonus?
I don't feel like letting them fry before the Ratlings do.
Oh, I feel like paying a fate point to say that it does, and they don't get that full or that half.
I feel like that is a perfectly acceptable use of a fate point to influence the GM on a debatable call.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will take that control over fate from you, and I will let Pyre hit the guy in the armor because if it makes Pyre feel better. As long as Dodger's going to be busy. He's going to be negating poison on when his turn comes around again. No halfway bonus crap here. Okay, fine.
You said
fried rat whiskers.
You said that he's double damage, right? When he's pumped up like that, or is it triple damage?
Double
damage. Okay, so that's 2d6 times 2 is 14 damage.
Nice.
Take that.
All right, you really singe his jungle armor.
That's not destroyed yet? What?
Yuri's up. That was Ratlings. Dodger's out of attacks. Sir Smallville's out of attacks. Badger, third attack.
Yeah. Yeah, third attack.
Woo, woo.
Well, I mean, this guy's still kicking, I assume. So he's blinded.
Bleeding and snarling and suggesting progress flag autoerotic activities to Daryl.
Question. A very important question.
Yes.
That I realized I didn't get the answer to. The duration of the spell, that includes the melee round they were cast in, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Power
Modified.
strike, modified 24.
Yep.
What do you have against against stony Paleolithic cannibal rat monsters?
I have my spear, and also the fact that they want to eat my face. We've gone over this.
Okay, you hit.
Mm.
Roll your damage. 3d6 plus 6.
Yeah. Let's see. I gotta go. There we go. Let's try that. Hey, that's not terrible.
Spear to the base of the throat, and the choking, twitching mass of former ratling goes down.
Hooray! I killed something.
I'm assuming that Scar, the PPE prostitute, is going to be slurping up his last of his magical energies.
Ding ding, we got dinner.
All right. Yes. That is
1d6 times
1d6.
2.
And that is another 12 PPE.
Woohoo!
All right.
We got that PPE Slurpee machine.
Man, cue the Total Slaughter song. I know Daryl has another shot.
Would the Ratlings like to concede?
No. None of them. Okay, what concession would you offer the Ratlings?
They can live
Slaves.
and run outside.
But they would that's still death. They wouldn't take that. They know the hurricane's coming.
That's true. They
No,
are
they don't.
between a rock and flooded place.
They don't know the hurricane's coming.
They don't.
They have sensitive whiskers. Wouldn't they have known?
No.
That's a wonderful thing to say.
Leave
Unfortunately,
now.
the one exit out is guarded by me, myself, and that sexy wall of flame. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm talking about Ember.
They're not going anywhere.
Okay, so it's Daryl's turn.
Yes.
Well, since I'm doing hand-to-hand right now, I'd have to waste a turn to pick my bow back up, so I'm just going to keep punching.
Punch away.
Also, I can't do any more kicks because I started with that roundhouse, so I'm going to punch this dude in front of me.
There's always body flip throws.
I could do that, I suppose.
Tumbling gives you that.
We'll try and throw him into the wall of flame.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great. So need to add that would be 24.
Goodness gracious.
What?
That succeeds.
Okay. Do I roll any damage to go with that?
Yeah. 1d6 for the flip throw. 1d6 plus your physical strength for the flip throw, and then you throw him into, which will move him down here.
12.
So if you did 12 points of damage from the throw alone, that kills him, and then you fry his corpse, placing him 15 feet away. Ah ha ha ha.
No. No.
And his energies are lost to the magical world. Quel dommage. He's so sad. We were going to cry about it, but then we had a life. All right. Scar is out of attacks. Yuri is not out of attacks. He's just out of targets. Well, no, not. I need a perception check from Yuri because there is someone whackable. So a d20 plus your perception bonus off your character sheet in the saving table.
I love the sub conversation that goes on in the meme channel now.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Apparently, I can't read. Where's my perception?
Your perception was actually, I just noted that again.
It's the bottom of your main page. +9. You are the anti-ninja of the party.
Gotcha.
Sucks to try to sneak up on you.
Wow, yeah.
Funny. Hey, look. There's one of those rat werewolves over here that you could use a good bashing, and you can get clear over there in the open space.
That sounds good.
Bash away.
Wow, that was a great perception roll.
Yeah, 20 + 9. That's about as good
Yeah.
as it's going to get this campaign.
Yup.
Wow.
And I don't
So
get to kill you and send you all to Lovecraft land. I'm very upset.
Oh
I
wow!
would be too.
Lovecraft land. You already sent us to Jurassic Park, my dude.
I know. If I steal from more than 5 sources, it's research.
Oh wow!
Only 3 is research, so 5 must be extensive research.
I'm nothing if not dedicated.
He has higher standards than us guys. He's just so cool.
So Cookman, I figured Scar might have a personal grudge against the Dark Monk.
yeah. Yeah, he might.
Okay, so Rodney, need you to roll to strike our good your target. It's a 20-sided dice plus your sword bonus if you're going to hit him with your sword, or you could lick him. I don't care. Tell me what you want to do.
Don't lick him.
Wasn't that what he rolled to strike, or was that his perception?
No, that's just how teenagers are made.
What, the 29 I just rolled?
That was perception. So he's got a +7 to strike with his sword. If he decides to strike with the sword, he could bash with his shield. He could do the hokey pokey. I don't know. He hasn't declared an action.
All right, hold on. I'm just trying to look at the battlefield here. Everything is so. Okay, there I am. Look at that dude. He's just chilling by himself. The dude that's in front of me.
Yeah, well, he's caught in the cloud of ash, but you can kind of see his outline. He's not so deep that you can't attack him. You're gonna have to really clean your gear afterwards, but you can go after him.
Okay, this is gonna sound weird. So, is there any way I could do like a body flip into like a stab?
Stab would be easier, and he weighs about 400 pounds, so that'd be pushing it for your strength.
Okay, yeah. So this is a beefy dude, huh?
It's a murder rat the size of a pony.
All right, I'm gonna chance it and I'm gonna do a simultaneous attack. Wait, I don't have 2 weapons, do I?
No, you do. You have a shield and a sword, so you can attack the defenseless rat thing with both of them, and do a lot more damage that way.
I'll try a shield bash and a sword. I've yet to try that yet. I'll try it on this one.
You go full attack mode. Pound him with the sword, cut him with pound him with a shield, cut him with a sword. How do you like them apples? 2 rolls to strike. They have different strike bonuses. So let's do the shield bash first, which is how it's traditionally done. +6 to strike. as the shield bashes to open a gateway for the sword, and then Mr. Pointy goes in the pointy end goes in the other man. So that'll hit, and because he doesn't even, he rolled a 2. That'll hit, and then roll to strike with your sword.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't have no plus anything with my sword.
+7 with a sword. Your sword is a little better, slightly better offensive option.
Gotcha.
Devil cat. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Well, I don't think the kids at school know, but they're getting the dog by.
Summon
Gotcha.
Devil Cat. Gonna have to remember that one, Scarrett.
Say again.
Summon Devil Cat. I'm going to have to remember that one.
His name is Hades.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole different stat block.
All right, so I rolled an 11.
That'll hit too. Well, it's technically possible that that'll hit. So roll damage for both. Shield bash is 1d6 plus 10, and the sword is 2d6 plus 10. So you can just do 3d6 plus 20 if you'd like. So the rest of you see Yuri actually go to town on something more than, roughly 3 times his mass, and he just doesn't care. And it's slightly intimidating when your peak warrior actually cuts loose.
Nice.
Okay, here goes a 3d6 plus 20.
That's almost half his hit points in a double attack. Right, bone crunches and blood and fur spurts in the air, crisping and singeing because of the heat. As he tears into the flank of the rattling thing, which paws blindly in defense and just getting the crap kicked out of him. All right, so playing Houthi tag over on the sidelines. All right. And that's Yuri. Dodger is out of attacks. 4th attack. I think only.
No, Pyre got
I
there.
think no Daryl. Pyre. Pyre gets attack. So that is a helpless, writhing, blind, on fire warrior monk. So I will allow death blows.
Death blow it
which
is.
is double damage straight to hit points.
And he got a nat 20. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, you did not.
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't that double damage too?
4 times damage to hit points.
All right. And that's already
Nat 20
2d6
to
times
death
2, so
strike.
2d6 times 8. And he rolled both ones. So that's 16.
Well, you win some and you lose some.
No, because that's times 2. That's not times 4.
He rolled 2 nat 1s.
2d6 times 2
All right.
times 4. So
he picks his head up and stomps down on the skull of the warrior monk, and the warrior monk's still alive. And Daryl and Badger both have attacks. Not that they can really. Well, I guess Daryl can shoot the.
But I thought if I used hand to hand, I had to have dropped my bow to do so.
Why?
Am I mixing
you
up
just
game?
used your free hand that you didn't pull an arrow with.
Okay. Yeah, then I guess I'll take aim and shoot the one that Yuri was fighting.
All right. Shoot Yuri's target. And then I'm sure Badger would like to insert spear.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Badger goes first, so Badger can insert spear first.
I will insert spear first. I will declare power strike because yes, and with +7, that is a okay. That's a modified 26.
Modified -2.
Oh, I'm definitely hitting.
You're definitely hitting.
Isn't that
There you
like
go.
double
6 plus
damage
6.
again?
15 points of damage. All right. And we can shoot that with an arrow from Daryl.
22.
That'll hit. I'm not even. Yeah, not a nat 20. That'll hit.
1d6 plus 6. 11.
Wow. I didn't think he was going to survive. He is bleeding from your arrow, buried to the fletching in his shoulder. He's got a broken right orbital from Badger's spear. The gash along his other shoulder, almost to his jugular from Yuri's sword. And a broken nose from Yuri's shield, but he's technically alive and snarling, frothing foam at you all. The thing had 61 hit points. He's down to 6.
All right. We're doing good.
Wow.
And I actually think Scar's going to kill him with the cloud of ash when the next turn rolls around. If you have a third round for that cloud of ash?
It's going for another 14 rounds.
Okay, gravy.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Okay, so it's already 10, and am I assuming you're going to just kill them all, and since Smallville's impervious, Dodger's going to fuel the flame of the northern wall to also make it a monolith of fire?
Please and thank you.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna skip ahead like 5 minutes, and they're all dead.
Cool. Can I click that awesome spear from the dead monk?
You touch the awesome sphere from the dead monk. Make a save versus magic.
Gosh darn it.
Right. Both of these rooms are now just fragments of charred skeleton and bits of metal, except for indestructible magic items.
What's the level I have to save against?
16 or better.
Oh my!
Can Ghost
gosh.
get 1d6 times 10 here? 1d6 times.
Yes, Ghost can get 1d6. He can cast Impervious to Flame on himself. So subtract Impervious to Fire on yourself, and then you can get 5d6 times 2 for the magic you can pull.
Ooh.
And that will recharge Ghost some.
Can't I also just? Oh yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah, down
I will
here.
do that.
That's-
Impervious to fire. That's like 6 hit points.
Okay, you vampires. Let me. Well, no, these ones down. The ones down south will be dead before you can get down to slurp on them.
Yeah, if he just stays where he's at, then these will be.
You get 5d6 plus. So modified 17. You save versus magic. You only take half damage. 7 point. Your hand burns for 7 SDC as you touch the unholy thing, and it rejects you.
Okay. All right. 7 SDC it is.
Can he not purify it?
He's not a priest.
Oh.
What if I pray to Elah? What if I pray to Elah really hard?
Can you wrap it in cloth and bring it along to purify it later?
Well, then it would just become a stick.
I could probably pick it up because I'm not, part of your weird cult.
What is your alignments?
Aberrant.
Oh, fuck's sake! Yes, actually, that works. And you have an unholy spear.
Nice.
So, open Palladium Fantasy.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I kind of hate you a little bit.
I rolled the 10d6 for because it's 2d6 for each guy, right?
It's 1d6 times 2 for each one, dude. But yeah, it's the same thing.
Ooh, this is awesome. See, there's a reason I didn't join your creepy cult thing. Now I can touch weapons.
Right.
Go play with your spear like off in another room.
Wash your hands afterwards. All right.
He likes to play with his new shaft.
I
Let us not revisit that.
Now leaving 7th grade. All right.
Yeah.
Never.
Holy weapons, page 252. Give me a percentage to see how holy it is.
Or unholy it is.
How unholy it is. Yeah.
Oh, I got 28.
Oh, goody. It's a greater holy weapon. Wonderful. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So roll 4d12 and re-roll any repeats.
Okay, hold up. I gotta get out my other dice.
Or, yep.
3, 4, 5. How many d12s?
4d12.
4, okay.
And then listing them off individually.
Alright, the first one was 2.
Okay.
Second one was 6.
Okay.
Third one was 11.
Got it.
And the fourth one was 5.
All right. So page 252 in Palladium Fantasy. So the spear glows with an inner darkness, right? Like it actually dims the light around it, for a foot or so. And it's made of metal, so it's a metal spear, very, very, it's very Mandalorian. Okay, it has the negate poison power.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good.
It has the sense good power, sense evil, but sense good actually. In which case, its dark glow will turn purple. Very Mace Windu. It can cast a spell Purification 6 times a day. As a 4th level wizard.
What about me?
Huh? Nope. Not
The
you.
spear, it can cast six times a day. The spear can cast the 6th level wizard spell. Sorry, 7th level wizard spell Purification. As a level 4 wizard.
As if it is a level for him.
Finally, it has the expel devils, demons, and entities power.
Alright, cool.
And yes, on horseback, if you ever find something you can ride, you can use it as a lance.
How much damage does it do?
4d6 base damage. Oh, sorry. The damage is normal, so it is 2d6 weapon.
I thought it did double damage. Did not?
Nope.
All holy weapons have the following powers. Number 4, its bonus is doubled damage capacity, and special powers will not work by creatures of power, retro beings, undead, or animated dead.
Yeah, that none of its superpowers work if it's used by creature magic, supernatural beings, undead, or animated dead. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Well, it says that all holy weapons have the following powers for the first one.
It's almost indestructible. It's made of ordinary metal and glows. It
Yep.
registers as magic. If you ever use prayers to a deity, it'll add 5%. And if you're undead or a creature of magic, you can't use it.
Yep.
Yep. Which is why I didn't do any extra things for what you killed.
And it says it does 2d6 plus 6 up to 5d6 damage.
Nope, that's rune weapons.
Oh, that's why I was looking. Okay. That makes more sense. Thank you.
If you make me clap your hands.
Okay. So you guys have defeated the rattling hordes. All but 3 of them are accounted for.
The map is
And
gonna need some cleaning.
yeah.
Clean up on aisle 3.
Did I accidentally delete Sir Matthew? Yes. I think I did. That's okay. You can always drag him back in.
Banish devils, demons, and entities. That's pretty sweet.
I'm assuming you guys want to stick to regular closing time and have next week be explore the rest of the dungeons, or were you
Yeah.
guys going to?
Yes,
Yep.
please.
Yeah.
Okay. I suppose I have to hand out experience.
Because we didn't die.
Yeah.
That's another day and a half worth of prep work.
Thumbs
Unfulfilled.
down. Hey,
Our
you
fault.
can
You
save it for
underestimated us.
later. Don't pretend like it can't be used later.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will.
I understand your pain, Uncle Bruce. I had to make a false Hydra encounter because they decided to talk to Boblin the Goblin.
See, making extra encounters, that's not pain, that's joy. Spending the whole time making, like, it takes a full day to stat up a Palladium dragon and have them go left instead of right, that's pain.
Made an entire haunted mansion with several encounters and like lore and everything. There was a whole murder mystery, and they went to talk to the goblin instead of like the creepy guy on the side of the road with basically a sign saying "lore here."
I had a 5-level mansion, completely hidden in an inappropriately shaped mountain crag,
Yep.
and they ran away from the whole encounter.
Yep.
And then I made them a lost city, a lost jungle city to explore when they landed, and they ran away from that encounter because they heard one T-Rex. So they burned the entire city down to distract the monster and ran away.
It worked.
And then I gave them flying lizard barbarians, and they ran away. And then I gave them killer crocodile monsters, and they ran away. And then I gave them a hurricane, and they invented satellite navigation in a fantasy setting, and then they ran away. So
no, we didn't run away from the hurricane. We went
You-
to the most logical place to
It's not
go.
running away. It's
Yes, taking shelter from the storm is total wussification. It's only imminent death. You pathetic people. What's wrong with
And then we
What is it?
ended up in a situation that should have been TPK, and just TPK'd the TPK.
okay.
Yes, I did not ask you to open a door or move a rock.
Oh yeah. Do you guys know what a false Hydra is?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to stop recording because we've entered tangent land. But I actually I have to distribute XP on top of rolls.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, let me look at the XP table. I suppose I have to be generous because you should have all died, and you didn't. and that matters or something to experience rewards.
You should definitely give me 1,700 and
That's all you need to get to the next
35.
level.
35 XP. Yes.
You shush. You get what you get. You're gonna those poor ratlings. I mean,
Now
the
we get to loot an
women.
entire cave with no enemies left.
I didn't say no enemies left. You've just killed all the ratlings. And
Yeah,
the Dark
we need
Priest.
to-
I did think the Dark Priest was going to get to be more of a challenge because I didn't think he would fail a save against an agony spell.
Agony.
No, it's not even funny. It's wrong. You have no appreciation of the proper order.
I kind of revel in disrupting the proper order.
We know you do, Chaos Monkey. All right.
Ooga
Critical
booga.
plan or action saves the entire group or many people. I'm going to leave this up to fate. I've got 600. Really? God says you all get 1,000 XP for them. Okay, let me.
Wait, I might actually level
Claps.
up. Hold on.
I said
Claps.
shush.
Claps.
All right,
Claps.
Scar. One Scar. 1250 plus skill rolls.
Oh God.
Badger did not really do anything special, so he gets 1,000.
That's fine. That's leveling up for me.
Ooh.
Sir Matthew did a lot of playing in character, added some playing in character, and was brave. So he's at 1150 for this session.
Nice.
Ghost save the party. Ghost save the party.
Yeah,
Ghost
he
is
did.
at 1,400 for this session.
Ooh, flex. Nice.
That's awesome.
Dodger gains 1,100 for the session. And Yuri, similar to Yuri, I'm gonna give 1050 because turning into Cuisinart at the end was cool in my head, even if it was kind of late.
Oh,
Yes,
Gabe's
sir.
not
Yes, sir.
here. What did Dodger get again?
1,100.
1,100. I'll toss it on there for him.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Anytime you all decide to lay down and die, do let me know. And I'll still be online to